339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
That's not good. I missed the gesture on game day. Uh-oh.
That's on you.
That is. Well, I have a great excuse.
Yeah?
Tom Maley, I always try to say hi. I'm very superstitious.
Except that you have to say it like 8-9 times. So they finally hear your voice.
That's actually a great point. Tom is, Tom's just had a lot of rock and roll in his life. Let's put it that way. You find that with a lot of music jocks that have musicked their whole lives, that their hearing will get a little ouchy towards the end.
Yeah,
like Tom. And anyways, he was. I couldn't figure it out. I was looking over his shoulder, and he was looking on Craigslist, which is still a thing.
Oh, who knew?
Had a $6,000 espresso cart. And I didn't want to ask him right out. It was like a morning fun mystery. It's like, why are you looking at a $6,000 espresso cart? But I guess one of their bits is, what is it? Craigslist Price is Right.
Oh, okay.
Oh, God. Did I just give it away? Oh my God. I'm
closing the door.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, my God. I think I did. Okay. Well, anyways.
So if you're listening to us right now.
Allegedly. I mean, I don't know what the price was.
Go to KNCI real quick.
Please don't. I really should actually.
It's our first person on the dot.
I really should go tell him. Anyway. That's a bad way to start a show. I missed the thingy. I screwed up their contest. I probably just actually sent some listeners over there. Yeah. Good job, Dave.
There we go.
Wait till I hear from the program director after the show.
Yeah.
It is over. How are you this morning?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm nervous. I was doing good, but I'm not.
Nervous for?
This is the first time this year I've been kind of a little bit
for the Kings?
Yeah.
Don't worry about
it. It's
take both scenarios. They win?
Yes.
You're thrilled.
I want that scenario.
Okay. If they lose?
Not thrilled.
What goes on?
I do horrible things to myself. I throw things.
No, but remember
What if they lose, but they advance?
Exactly.
In season tournament.
We're going to be keeping track of points tonight.
Okay, so later on, I actually have a question sort of like this, but part of me last night was like, would I rather, like, if I had a choice between them winning, I know this isn't a scenario, but like choice one, they win, but somehow they didn't make the tournament quarterfinals.
That's not a thing, but
it's
right.
not.
Right.
Or B, they lose,
but got in.
Like, which would I rather? I actually think I care more about beating the Warriors than I do the NBA Cup. I'm not there yet.
Interesting.
I know. And usually that is Jason speak for. That is stupid. But No,
I just actually, as you're describing this scenario, I felt like for the first time, I just lived it with Sac State and UC Davis. Like true. There's the big rivalry. You always want to beat your rival. The game played and it finished. It's the strangest broadcast I've ever had. So when it ended, they lost. We weren't like, well, is this the last? Like I've always known, like, hey, they're 2-9. The season ended.
Yeah.
Or they've been so good, so highly seeded, they were going to go to the playoffs.
Right.
This one ended. They were 7-4. And you're like, maybe we talk next week.
Right,
maybe this was it. This is not it. You just lost your rival. You're kind of bummed. Then the next morning you find out, all right. Yeah, they're alive. They're in the postseason. Yeah. And then they won last week. So it's like, all right, you move on.
You moved on.
So
you made it.
Tonight, if they were to lose, certainly not what anybody wants. But if they went on to the Cup tournament and then did well there, I think I wouldn't say it's all forgotten because at still some point you feel like you want to beat the Warriors. But we'll see. We'll see if we have to live those emotions tonight or not.
I think maybe, Jason, part of the problem too is, again, with wackadoodles like me, is that like there's actually two things going on that are kind of similar this week. Because you've got the Kings against their nemesis in a situation that counts but doesn't count ultimately. and they're trying to shake the monkey off their back.
Right.
This Sunday, you have the Niners against a nemesis that trounced them last year when it counted. And if you win, you feel a little bit better, but it's not when it actually super counts.
That's it. And I think if we go now, we're going back. Hey, you guys always talk about the early 2000s, but it's so true. When in 2003, let's say, the Kings beat the Lakers in the regular season.
Yes.
It's like, all right, well, now you got to beat them in May or June.
Yeah.
So, like tonight, if the Kings beat the Warriors, yes, awesome. We'd be
Right.
happy. But it's not like it's exercised the demons.
No, and to your point, last year they won the first 2 games of the playoff series.
Right.
And everyone was like, Steve Kerr's never been down 2-0.
Yeah.
By everybody, I mean me, you know,
Mhm.
and everyone else. We all were singing those praises, and then they won 4-6.
Yeah.
If you had told me before the series started that the Kings would start at 2-0 and get a road win.
And
Good.
Draymond would be suspended for a game.
Yeah. Exactly. It'd be like, well, okay.
When that news came out, I might have gotten a little ahead of myself.
Yeah. I do remember having that. Like, you go through different thoughts in a series.
Yeah.
When it was 2-0, I was thinking, man, this is actually either going to be really pretty great.
Yeah.
I kind of hope that they lose in San Francisco so that we could win on our home court.
Oh, were you thinking
No,
that?
no,
Okay.
Yeah. Or it's,
Never.
or it's going to be painful.
Well, because when you say you got a little ahead of yourself, like you just mean like mentally you allowed it in, or did you actually say and do things?
I trolled hard.
Didn't you learn anything from the Rise guys?
No.
When the Kings, no.
Didn't you learn anything from Dave?
Just
See, because as a soccer fan and as a fan of a soccer team that was bad when I first started watching them, you have to start talking trash
to make it come to
immediately
fruition.
because you know that it's going to turn around at some point.
I know, but speaking of during the break, I even bring this up yesterday. I spent a couple hours with old friend Phantom.
Oh, yeah?
Right. Yeah, he has a video podcast
Nice.
thing going on, and he's got a little studio with his buddy Stones. And went out there and got lost, and then found it. We spent about hour plus on everything from the Kings to the show to what he's doing. It was nice to catch up with him.
How do you feel that he had Tom on before you?
Yeah, I brought that up.
Okay, good.
Well, brought that up a little bit. That Tom was on, and what are you getting desperate? And then he said the whole I've been asking you to do this since. It is true. He has been. I was supposed to go out to Lincoln Potter's game 90 times. He had Christina Warner on.
Yes.
Before as well.
Yeah.
And
Have you been on, Jason?
Nope.
Wow. Has he asked you?
Nope.
Wow. Did you guys leave on good terms?
Oh, I've never liked Phantom.
Never liked Phantom. Well, but what made me remember that is we did talk about the whole Rise guys funeral for the Lakers.
Yes.
When the Kings were up 3-2 in 2002, and how really that's probably why they lost.
Sure.
Games like tonight, though, it's the whole evening is built around it. The food, everyone knows don't screw around.
Everyone knows, what does this mean?
When the game's going,
you're locked in.
I'm locked in, and I expect everybody else to be locked in, or you can't be around, but I need you to be around probably, or you're going to be Deion Sanders has kid rankings. I kind of do too. And so but Avery knows that that's not the time to bring her little acoustic guitar downstairs and strum it on the couch.
Gotcha.
With some songs she just made up. Now I love her and I want to support her, but not during,
tonight.
Not when there's important stuff going on.
It is a time to ask you something that you probably should spend some time on, but she needs a yes from you.
Right. Yeah. And they're very good at that. Well, she is. Yeah. It's fine. Exactly. Yeah. Go ahead. I don't care. Hey, can I do this thing? Yeah. Go ahead.
Approved.
And today's their first day. They got all last week off of school.
Nice.
Remember we used to get 3 days.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then
3, just 2.
Just
Thanksgiving and the day after.
Oh, you're right. No, you're right.
Did you get Wednesday off?
No, I don't think I did.
We got a half day on Wednesday.
Yeah, it might have been a minimum day or something.
Back in my day, we went to school till midnight.
We shot the turkeys. They got a week off, and then this is the new thing. And I'm not ripping teachers. I love teachers, but
Let's rip teachers.
Let's rip them. Yeah, that's always fun. No, but they get a whole week off, and then yesterday they didn't go back because it was a staff development day. Like, you just had a week.
No,
they didn't develop.
What? Huh?
That time is their time off.
And then
now you're asking them to. You don't ask people to work on their time off. When you said, like, hey, I'm taking vacation next week, they're like, oh, perfect. We need you to listen to our lawyers for all of this day.
Right.
So you know not to get sued.
It's a super valid point, except they get the whole summer off. Like,
which is their time off. That is not when they're working.
But I'm saying they're not working the same year that we are. So I have little less sympathy. Now, if they're working June, July, and August, great.
Guess what? Most teachers do work June, July, and August.
You realize I actually come from a family of teachers.
Doesn't sound like it.
Don't get me wrong. It's not what it
sounds like you went to a house of administrators.
Sounds like, the family we always vacation with, he is a vice principal, which I always laugh because, like, those are always the ones the kids hated. Now he's that guy.
Never had a vice principal.
Never had a vice principal?
I never was in a school with more than like 150 people.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Teachers are underpaid and overworked and all that. Just, do you really need a...
You really need a day off because you're underpaid and overworked?
Do you need an extra? Do you need it with staff? And what are you developing? What are you staff developing?
The future of America.
They're all sitting around smoking weed.
Yes.
And watching nature shows on the little rolly TV.
Oh, yeah.
Remember
Do they still have those?
I don't think
Probably
so.
Not.
But you knew when the rolly TV was in the room.
Day.
It was a great teacher was hungover, just threw on some
lack of development day.
Right.
The bad thing is when you're not looking and you hear the rolling thing from the back, like, oh yeah, and then it's just the projector.
The overhead projector
there was never a point to it.
I totally, like, they're writing whatever math on there,
chalkboard or dry erase board.
Yeah. Do you ever have to do the whole erase the chalkboard as a chore?
No.
Yeah, we had to rotate. Yeah,
I did it because I loved it.
Yeah. Were you ever in a class where, like, when you got in trouble, they wrote your name on the board? Was that a thing?
I don't think so. I don't remember that.
That was like how we got punished. Like, if you're talking or misbehaving or whatever, they write your name on the board, and that's like a warning.
Yeah.
And then you get a check, right? At any point, like, it clears at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But if you get a check, then it's like you miss. It's almost like a yellow card. Like, you miss the next day's recess. You get 2 checks. And I think you had to go to the office, and then you get 3. Come out, you get a 3rd check, and that's like a parent-teacher conference.
You know what I had a pretty good knack of that stuck with me for my life?
Yeah.
You, me, and Chris in the back of a classroom telling jokes, giggling. Dave, Chris, come with me. And it's like
100%.
I always seem to avoid, like, it could have been Jason. And
it's because you have that dumb, nice, innocent face of yours that no one thinks anyone.
And I started all of it.
What it would have been is you guys talking to each other and me going like, oh, and I'm like, Dave, Chris, with me. Like, I wasn't even part of this.
And then you're like pointing, Jason did it. And they're like, he did not do anything.
Oh, I was in a snitch.
No, he didn't, narc.
He's an angel. And then I'm just sitting in the back. Like,
got more leg room. That actually happened that almost happened at that lawyer meeting. Didn't one of us get the giggles over something?
You guys.
Yeah.
Toilet store.
That's right.
That was good.
The problem is we go to break is that you have the ability to camouflage any standout optics or sounds that you possess. Chris and I each have a fatal flaw. I have an incredibly deep voice that carries, and I always got in trouble for that. Chris, exactly. Chris has his cackle, and he can't really, like, adjust the cackle, so he gets screwed. I get screwed, and you're just chilling in your vest.
Yeah, I'm in my vest,
just in the front row of life.
Yeah, in the back row of life.
In the back row of life. Nice.
Just going, man. I hope those guys aren't getting in too much trouble because I was kind of involved. I feel bad, but
not
anyway,
really. Our names are on the board. Yes, we'll take a break.
I'll go up there and put a 2nd check on your name.
When we come back, we'll get in more trouble with all of you. Kings, Warriors tonight. That's a big, big deal for many, many, many of us. Week 12 of the NFL wrapped up, and we, of course, have Overreaction Tuesday. We have Sean Salisbury joining us later on in the program at 8:13. We have Rolling Stones tickets to give away as well. You can't always get what you want, but if you want Rolling Stones tickets, we can give them to you. And then you get what you want.
Yeah.
Which is satisfaction.
Start me up.
When we come back, all of that right here on Sactown Sports.
Check out the Golf to Go Hour with Frank LaRosa every week on Sactown Sports. Get the latest on equipment, area courses, people who play the great game, and plenty of good conversations about golf. It's the Golf to Go Hour every week with Frank LaRosa on Sactown Sports. Golf to Go is brought to you by the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop, America's most awarded golf facility. Nature Wood Home Furnishings, where it's all about choices and always about quality.
As we come together to celebrate the end of this long, long year, Stockton Honda has savings to bring us all cheer. Happy Honda Day savings and selection galore. Stockton Honda's online express purchase and great people give you more.
Save on 400 new Hondas at Stockton Honda during Happy Honda Days. Shop in person or online with our express purchase option.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
At Elk Grove Honda, not only do we have a great selection of pre-owned certified cars at very fair prices, but every one of our pre-owned automobiles are treated with kid gloves with a 182-point inspection that covers everything from unibody to tires to brakes and engine filters. Then our certified cars receive a mobile oil change and fresh fill-up with full synthetic mobile oil. We know you have lots of choices of where to purchase your next car. Come to Elk Grove Honda, home of the 182-point inspection and mobile oil change. We're in the Elk Grove Auto Mall, Highway 99 at Elk Grove Boulevard.
This segment is brought to you by Light the World Giving Machine.
Let's do it. Leading off, the 3 top stories in the morning.
Huge news. This is very important.
Here's cut number 1.
All right, I just want to update real quick for those of you who are listening. I did not screw up their contest.
Good.
I guess it's like their price is right on Craigslist. It's a great bid idea. We should steal it. And he'll come up with something and say, how much is an espresso cart? And then they all guess amongst themselves.
Okay.
And I don't think Pat nor Cody are listeners to the program, which they should.
To their own program?
To our program.
Oh, okay.
So I don't think I gave it away for anyone.
That's a pretty faithful listener to the station.
You know what? Pat listens more than most of our sales staff.
Yes.
That is a factoroni. All right, cut number 1.
9 ties, 9 lead changes. Kings up 1. Time running down. Inbounds to Paul. Hands to Curry. Crosses the logo. Accelerates behind the back of the dribble. Teardrop floater. Bounces twice. It falls in. And the Warriors have taken the lead. It's 199, 30 seconds to go. Davion Mitchell brings it up now. Matched up with Klay Thompson. Finds Malik Monk working against Peyton II. Screen from Sabonis. Monk spins away, loses the ball, tracks it down. He drives, he kicks to Sabonis. 20-foot set shot. He banks it in. Somehow it found the net. It's 101-100. 11 seconds to go. Curry at the midcourt line on the right side on a double-team blitz. Finds Draymond Green. Pivots. Throws to Thompson. Thompson rocks. Fires. 18-footer. Score the basket. 0.2 of a second to go. It's not Curry. It's the other splash brother. It's Klay Thompson, who may have just stroked a game winner. Kings call timeout. But with 0.2 of a second to go, the only thing you can do is throw to the rim and try to tip it in.
Well, what did we play that one for?
It's a reminder
of what?
To know how upset we need to be tonight and not give them an inch.
I mean, honestly, I you know what? That's probably the perfect answer. That's like, it's like literally the 1 out of 1,000 answers Chris could have given where I'm like, well, I hear you.
That hurt.
It did.
The wound, it was scabbed over.
And now
I'm bleeding again.
I'm bleeding again. I don't like it.
But I'm taking that blood in with me. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
I don't like this team. I don't like their fans. I don't like their stupid faces. I don't like Draymond Green. I'll say it.
Steph chomping on the mouthpiece.
Yeah. What is that?
Yeah.
Remember the joke he told with his wife? And why is it always so hot? Because the Kings don't have any fans.
And then laugh.
And then they laugh.
Family laughter. Like,
yeah.
This is funny.
You know what? One of my friends has his wife's one of their cooking things or pots and pans on, and they're terrible.
Yeah,
the worst.
Burned,
like literally. Yeah. So, now how does that feel, Curry family?
Yeah,
your cookware sucks. Boom.
You won't even eat curry tonight
at all. At all.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact,
Wouldn't you want to eat curry?
No. Wait.
Eat them up.
I was thinking it's maybe this is the one time where it's the one time where maybe no bread and Malaysian curry.
Okay.
Instant message from Phantom, who of course is awake.
Of course
right now.
he is. What's up, Phantom?
He's been awake since 4.
Yeah.
And he slept in.
Yeah.
Thanks for the shout out about your appearance on the quote, the Phantom's Talk Show. My guess is it's Phantom's Talk Show.
Yeah.
Would it have killed you maybe to say I had a great time or it was a lot of fun or even that Phantom's not that really senile? I had a great time. Jason Ross season 2 if we get renewed.
Yes.
Now, when you say it out loud, Phantom's Talk Show, I'm imagining like a nighttime talk show with a monologue.
Dude.
A couch.
No, you're not that far off. The open is actually, it's like Phantom's Talk Show, and then they intersperse. You should watch it during the break. The other was, they intersperse like Phantom talking to Jerry Reynolds, and you're in 2 chairs kind of facing each other. And this set, there's a curtain behind you.
Nice.
The setup really is kind of like a nighttime talk show. Here's Phantom. Then Phantom like canes out like, hey, everybody. Has not aged as much as I thought he would. Like Phantom was.
You were trying to age him?
He was really old when I last saw him here. And he just is just still old, but not incredible. Like I was kind of expecting like, oh, like when really old people, you're like, hey, good to see you. This is great.
Do you remember me?
Good for you. Like he still had most of his faculties.
The important ones?
No, yeah, I don't think he crapped himself during the broadcast, and we were talking for like an hour.
It was only you.
It was just me doing all the talking.
Yeah.
Shout out, Phantom. Love you. Cut number 2, please.
Cut number 2.
The whole Trenton Gill. Kairos Santos 08. Snap. Right hash. Angle left. Santos the kick. Santos is good from 30 yards. And the Bears crawl back in front 12-10 over the Vikings on a 30-yard field goal with 10 seconds to play.
Man, I was like, anyone else was sweating during that whole thing. That was insane.
I was kind of hoping they'd switch to the Eagles-Bills.
Honestly, I would have taken that. I don't know what that was last night, but it just wasn't football, and it certainly wasn't Monday Night Football. It was something. It was just.
Can this be our new reference for next summer? I'd take Bears Vikings 12-10 right now.
You're probably right. I mean, imagine if this game was like they had some like random summer game, and this was
July 17th.
Jason, how many hours during the week leading up would we spend breaking that game down?
Oh man, Bears Vikings, Justin Fields,
amazing,
man.
Yeah,
Josh Dobbs,
huge.
We're gonna have to talk about the kickers. They could be a factor.
And oh my God, could Justin Fields be playing against a team that he's going to play for next year?
Yeah, potential MVP.
Potential.
What?
Right.
Yeah. Remember that talk this offseason?
Yeah, that wasn't premature.
No.
At all.
And there was a lot of people saying it.
Quite
like
a
odds
lot.
are good for Justin Fields to be the MVP. Why?
Well, if you told me before the season started, you know what? I'll tell you right now, legitimately, week 11, week 12, there will be an Ohio State quarterback in the MVP conversation. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting, Justin Fields.
Yeah.
Yeah, wrong Ohio State quarterback.
Yes.
Yeah, week 12 wraps up, and really, I'm ready to say bye-bye to it because it's really all about week 13.
That's right.
Speaking of, I went in there and said to Cody, I was like, I love you, Cody. You know
you
that.
can't talk to her this week.
We're not talking.
She was like, fly, Eagles, fly.
Set the screen. That's what I said to her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gave her a look.
Yeah.
Like raised an eyebrow at her. Hey, what are you doing? Because she's a big Eagles fan.
Yeah.
Because she's from that area.
Yeah.
What does that consist of?
What does that area consist of? Or?
Is it New Jersey, Philadelphia?
I don't know. I think she's from Pennsylvania or Philly, something. I don't know. But she's out here in Northern California
she was eating
now.
a cheesesteak this morning.
Was she?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like that. We're going to have to grease up all the poles here so she can't climb them if they win, like all those Philly fans do. Eating. God.
Actually, I wouldn't mind saying that.
I know. That would actually be kind of hilarious. That'd be a good video.
What if she brought in Gritty?
Oh, I'm like, okay. I love Gritty.
You're converting over. Do you think Cody can do the Gritty?
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
I don't think so.
Actually, I think in the next break you ask that show.
Yeah.
And I'd like to see all three try.
Dude, you're asking for like 3 torn ACLs.
I honestly would.
2 from Tom.
I would donate double digits to charity. Maybe single digits to charity to see Tom try to do the Gritty.
Does Tom know what the Gritty is?
I bet you he thinks it's one of the bars the Beatles used to play at back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. We used to hang out at the Gritty in Ohio or wherever the hell. Oh, Washington.
I think you ask him what's the Gritty.
Cut number 3.
Cut number 3.
Just 8 seconds ago, the Lakers will dribble it across, and the 76ers are going to win this game by 46 points.
Whoa.
Wow. Oh, man. 138 to 94. A rout. An amazing win for the Sixers.
More like the 46ers.
Yeah. They just pooped on the Lakers.
Yeah. Hey, but the Lakers 4-0 in the Cup. They've advanced already.
You know, it's the ballad of James Harden. We'll talk about this a bit later. The team he leaves just annihilates the Lakers. And then the other LA team that he now plays for lost to the Nuggets. That's the defending champions. It's no big deal. Except there was no Jamal Murray.
Careful, they're here tomorrow.
There was no Nikola Jokic. There was no Aaron Gordon. And the Nuggets still beat the Clippers.
Did they have Peyton Manning?
They
Russell Wilson?
did actually have Russell Wilson.
Oh, okay.
And they had Tim Tebow.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
yeah. And they had Brian Greasy.
They had a bigger power on their side.
Their side. Yeah. So
was Michael Malone tanking?
He was trying, but the Clippers are that bad.
James Harden proof.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So you're right. They are here tomorrow.
Yeah.
Second game of a back-to-back. And I hope we beat them by 80. But if I have to trade a loss to the Clippers for a win over the Warriors, that's fine.
Really? You were going to be bummed about losing to James Harden.
Oh, no, I totally will. I'm just saying, like, if you gave me a choice. Okay. Like, if you said you can beat the Warriors or you can beat the Clippers, but you can't beat both, I'm taking beating the Warriors.
Okay.
But I'll tell you this much. If you gave me a choice between beating the Nuggets or beating the Clippers, I'll beat the Clippers.
Interesting. That's their next 3 opponents right there.
That is their next 3 opponents. Although it's probably dumb because we need like tiebreakers and stuff. Yeah. But I don't hate the Nuggets.
Yeah, I got you.
I don't hate that. I have no hatred towards the Nuggets. We'll take a break. The NBA Cup's tonight. This time it's for real. I have down here F the Warriors. What does that mean? Like give them a letter grade? Because I would say they've been a D, maybe an F for the last couple weeks. But everybody's playing now, and Klay Thompson got angry at the media yesterday. We have sound from that next.
2 of the best the NFL and NFC has to offer meet Sunday in Philadelphia.
Purdy out of the shotgun, looks left, throws end zone. Caught! George Kittle in the back of the end zone.
It's the Philadelphia Eagles, owners of the top spot in the NFC, versus the San Francisco 49ers, who have had this game circled on their calendar for months. Join Greg Papa and Tim Ryan for all the exciting action Sunday at 1 on your home for 49ers football, Sactown Sports.
What's up? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Woodland. Chad, what's happening for Chrysler's Black Friday sales events?
Right now, save up to $17,500 off MSRP when you lease a new 2023 Jeep Grand Cherokee 4xe. I've been in the business my entire life, and I've never seen savings like this on one of America's favorite SUVs.
Wow, almost $20,000 off MSRP. That's pretty awesome. What about those Jeep Wranglers, though?
You can save over $16,000 off MSRP when you lease a new 2024 Jeep Wrangler Willys 4xe. And yes, I did say 2024s, and I did say Willys. At Hoblet, we're working to save you money on what you want, not last year's leftovers.
If you want a new Jeep, there's only one place to go. Plus, get 4.99% financing only at Hoblet Dodge. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
17.5 total net savings on lease only after 14.5 factory rebates and 3,000 dealer discounts. 16,000 total net savings after 13 factory rebates and 3,000 dealer discounts. Rebates include 7,500 federal tax credits subject to change without notice. 5 at each net savings. Special 4.99% financing for 84 months on approved credit through Travis Credit Union. Must have 740 plus FICO score to qualify and be eligible for for membership. 14.15 per thousand. Finance dealer for details.
Red Hawk Resort Casino is the best place to go all in and all out. Go all in at our table games, then go all out to win on the area's only 3-story indoor kart track. Or go all in for our famous award-winning buffet. Then go all out at our state-of-the-art 18-lane bowling center. And now with a world-class sports bar and beautiful resort hotel, you can go all in for fun and all out for comfort. We're Red Hawk Resort Casino, official casino partner of the Sacramento Kings.
Guys, did you know your testosterone affects everything in your system, including how you feel and perform every day? Right now, Revive Men's Health Sacramento will check your testosterone for free. Knowing your T levels is the first step in understanding if you have low T. Your testosterone level impacts your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED. Maintaining an appropriate T level can change your whole life. Most men start to see changes in their hormone levels in their 30s. Experience and results matter. So what are you waiting for? Get your T levels checked today by local, experienced, and trusted men's health experts. They've helped thousands of men since 2011. They're so confident they can help you, they even guarantee it. Call Revive today and schedule your free testosterone test, free exam, and free consultation. Call Revive Men's Health at 916-277-8599. That's 916-277-8599. Or visit revivemenshealth.com.
TNT,
I guess.
Yeah, who wants to watch TNT? Listen to it here. Or watch it on TNT, turn it up here.
That's right.
Remember, the Jiffy Lube drive of the game tonight, still active.
Listen closely.
Listen closely. Tomorrow you get a $100 gift certificate to Jiffy Lube if you get it right. The Kings are favored by 1.5 points. Steph Curry versus De'Aaron Fox. Really similar so far this year. When you go down the list, Fox is averaging 29.9, Curry 29.7. Curry is averaging 4.6 boards, Fox 4.3. Fox averaging 6 boards, Curry a paltry 3.9. De'Aaron Fox better than Steph Curry so far. Will that carry over to tonight? Will the old maestro hand over the thing, or will he have one last run in him?
Well, the thing is, we got a lot more. Well, I say a lot more. There's only one more regular season matchup here, but you never know how many more matchups there are ahead.
Yeah, then there's the inevitable. Like, is it possible to play a team twice in the playoffs? Because that will actually happen.
Well, we'll learn a lot more after tonight, too, by the way, but there's a decent chance to play a team 5 times in the regular season now.
Well, that's what I was wondering. So, like, and I don't
Kings can play the Lakers.
But can...
In the cup.
Yeah.
In the knockout stage.
If the Kings beat the Warriors tonight, are the Warriors out of the cup? Like, out of it? Okay, they are. So we get a chance to knock them out of this. So we get a chance to send them home.
They would have 2 losses. The wild card would likely go to the Suns. Suns are in pretty good position to be the wild card team.
I mean, because I was thinking, well, could we like somehow play the Warriors again in the cup if they made it? Like, that would just make sense. We play them in the preseason, we play them in the cup final, we play them in the playoffs, then somehow they move to the Eastern Conference and we play them in the NBA finals. Like, we just play them all the stinking time.
Right.
I'm so tired of the Warriors. I'm so tired of their filth in our nice arena, screwing it up with their edamame and
what will be
wine.
So fantastic is that the Kings win tonight. And then you're going to hear all the Warriors fans, this thing is so fake. It's not a real thing. We actually won 4 championships.
Yes.
Does that do anything for you?
It's funny to watch them kind of during this streak turn on themselves.
Yeah.
Like Steve Kerr is like enemy number 1. And Klay Thompson yesterday was asked by Tim Kawakami of The Athletic. It was really just, it seemed like a pretty innocent question. It was, hey, there's been rumblings, anytime you're in a slump and Steve Kerr has your back and says, we're sticking with you. Like, no matter what, we're sticking with the dynasty guys. Like, how much does that mean to you? Listen to the question, then listen to Clay response.
Kirk talks a lot about believing in his guys, especially the starting lineup. Won championship not too long ago. Having patience, letting guys kind of, find their game. How aware are you of that kind of patience, and how much do you value it?
Okay, so like, does that seem like a bad question, leading question? Like, how much are you aware that your coach and GM have your back or whatever?
There's noise out there that he should be benched, but he's sticking with you. How much does that mean to you?
How much does that mean to you? Like, yeah, exactly.
What do you want me to bench me?
No. It's like that's
bench Wiggs.
I don't think I said that.
Okay. I mean, you can suggest it, it's fine. But I mean, thanks, Steve, I guess. Like,
look, I'm just pausing in between here. I don't think he said to bench anyone.
Right.
And then there's Andrew Wiggins getting astray.
Yeah. He's like, no, I didn't say that at all.
Andrew's in the back eating a hot dog. He
Right.
didn't do anything wrong.
Right.
In that situation, you're supposed to pick the best player. Oh, should we bench Steph too?
Yeah, like, because of course you would, but no, there's a little truth to everything.
Bench backpack?
Right, yeah. What about backpack? He's been suspended. Anyway.
Thanks, Steve, I guess. Like, I don't know. Sometimes you earn these things like patience and time to find yourself. And I think history is on our side when it comes to that stuff.
You say that. Have you heard people say that, or?
No, I don't care what people say. Like, they don't do what we do. They can't do what they do. That's why they talk. Why would I? Like, come on. I don't care what people say at this point in my life. Next question.
Okay, so first off, can we please grab the "they don't do what we do, they can't do what we do"? That needs to be a clip for the show. It wasn't just the audio. Unfortunately, we're on radio, so you can't see it. He it was kind of like a turned up nose. Like, I actually, real talk, I've always liked Klay Thompson.
Yeah.
He's kind of a character, seems chill, rides his boat. He seems like a decent guy to hang out with. I've always appreciated him, that came off and made it look. All he had to do was the part where he said, I think we've earned it, earned that trust and, come through before. But boy, did that sound like a lot. That was an ego sandwich right there.
Yeah. He's a boat guy. So
I guess now, yeah.
Guy with a boat.
Just wears his captain's hat everywhere. Yeah. Obviously, and we've seen them there before, like there's pressure coming down. And Klay has had to come back from 2 very devastating injuries, but just still, it's like, well, Klay's not right, but you heard that clip earlier. Klay's the guy that hit the shot with 2/10 left. This is a team of moments.
Mm-hmm.
Like they'll hang around, and then they just mentally break you as much or more than any team I've seen in recent years. And that's kind of, the Warriors are 8-9, right? We said this all last year. I don't trust it at all. We talk about this ad nauseum almost every year. Your dynastic teams get bored, do whatever, figure it out, they're just bored with the regular season. So they screw around until playoffs come, because they know it doesn't matter if they're the 7 seed or the 1 seed. They feel like they can beat anyone at any place.
Yeah, and I don't know that the Kings will wear this with any kind of badge of honor. They probably shouldn't, or maybe they should. But I think the Kings have made themselves to a spot, Dave, where they'll always now catch the Warriors' attention.
Yes.
So if you're a team that's that kind of wanderer that goes, we can win this whole thing from the 7 seed. So I really don't care. Want to be healthy, want to be playing right at the end.
Sure.
Oh, wait, it's Sacramento tonight? Lock in. Right?
We're bringing the A game.
Yeah, I feel like, let's say then you could see the Warriors like 2 days before they play Detroit, let's say, who's lost 13 in a row, and you're like, man, it's all the Warriors. Don't look very good. But then they come into Golden One, or you go there and you're like, wow, that looks familiar. That looks like Steph's got 40 going and Klay's making everything. They look really sharp, 35 assists. Like, where's this team the other day? Sometimes they really can ramp it up when they need to.
bad teams play down to their opponent's level. Good teams play up to their opponent's level. And it seems like the Warriors, and look, tonight, Draymond's back. Clay's going to use that little press conference thing as motivation. Steph's going to be Steph. It's the bright lights. It's TNT. He wants to be the one talking to Shaq and Kenny and Ernie.
They want to go to Vegas.
They want to go to Vegas. They have another opportunity to crush the little brothers and sisters in the Central Valley.
But the interesting part about that angle, like we're looking at this from the Kings 100%, and it makes full sense. The Warriors have to win by a certain point total. So like
13,
Minnesota likely would have to win by like 40
right
to change the numbers, but they'll know what that outcome is. And so to see the end of a game potentially where the Warriors are up, let's just say 9 in the last minute, I mean, they're going to be running around launching threes. That's a really weird. It is
a weird dynamic. You're right. And what if the Kings are going to lose tonight? But like
they're all in. They're like, we can't lose by more than that.
That's what I'm saying. So like, let's say there's 20 seconds left.
I don't think the arena will fully get it.
That's what I'm wondering. And the Warriors are up by 6. And then the final buzzer hits. And it's Warriors 117, Kings 110. Is there anybody? Yeah. Is there anyone like, yeah, we lost, but we made the cup. Drink the cup. Just a big cup with a beam in it. Oh, by the way, that's not a bad idea.
I mean,
hey, let's get a cup and a beam shooting from the middle. Cross them. That should be the T-shirt. Big gold cup, beam going straight up in your grill. No?
Up from the cup.
Up from the cup. Beam up from the cup. Hey, beam me cup, Scotty, because I'm winning the tournament.
Okay, weirdo, party of one.
Also, can we stop with the abbreviation on the score bug when these tournaments are happening? Like it took, I get I'm a moron, but I'm sitting there for a while and I'm like, what is IST? What does IST mean? And what is IST 2 and 1? What is IST? IST? IST.
IST, great band out of Manchester.
What?
IST. They're a great band out of Manchester.
There's literally a band out of Manchester called IST.
The IST.
The IST. Mm-hmm. They tour with Mr. That's the original IST. It was Ister. Yeah, it's in-season tournament, but it took me a second. Why can't we just say like cup record or something? You know? Probably too long.
Yeah.
All right, we got a break. We're way late for a break, Jason. Great job.
Oh man.
When we come back, we'll go around the NBA.
You two with me.
Wait, make that Chris.
Our names are on the board. Yeah, and Chris gets in trouble for it. And Russ Westbrook in another not altercation, confrontation, let's say, with a fan. We'll talk about it next.
The inaugural NBA in-season tournament group play stage is almost complete. The runway to Vegas is narrowing, and the teams that can qualify is shrinking. The Sacramento Kings control their own destiny, but standing in their way a familiar foe, the Golden State Warriors.
It's simple. Win and the Kings go on to the knockout stage. Listen to every thrilling moment Tuesday at 7 on your home of the Kings, Sactown Sports and the Sactown Sports app.
It's the season of performance event at Acura of Stockton. Elevate your driving experience with a vehicle that's built to impress. Lease a new Acura RDX or MDX. Acura of Stockton has a great selection of new Acuras and customer service that will exceed your expectations. Take luxury to a whole new level in a new Acura from Acura of Stockton or AcuraofStockton.com, where precision-crafted performance is at your fingertips.
At Ashton & Price, we get injury victims to yes. Experience, yes. Ashton & Price has been around for over 25 years. No more insurance companies? Yes. Our clients focus on getting better, and we handle all the rest. Results? Yes. We've collected over $100 million for injury victims. No fee until we win? Yes. Our clients pay nothing until we win. Ashton & Price, the best at getting to yes. Remember, for the best advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
Sactown Sports is home to the Kings, Niners, and now the business of sports. Hosted by Kelly Brothers and brought to you by Cap Trust, offering customized, independent financial advice at captrust.com. Join Kelly Brothers, Carmichael, Dave, and Jason as they look at the business of sports every Thursday at 7:40 a.m. You want to know how sports really work? Follow the money. with Kelly Brothers from Cap Trust on Sactown Sports.
The annoying runny nose, the constant sneezing, the itchiness, and battle just to catch your breath. If you suffer from seasonal allergies, sinusitis, or nagging sinus congestion, there's a natural, easy-to-use solution that can help provide fast, drug-free relief. It's called Navage, and it uses powered suction to rinse your nasal passages in seconds. Millions of people use Navage daily to help provide relief from seasonal allergies and sinus congestion. Medications treat the symptoms, but Navage treats the problem at the source, flushing out the allergens and pollen trapped in your nose. Navage also helps wash out airborne bacteria, dust, dirt, and viruses quickly and painlessly, so you can get back to breathing clearly again. Say goodbye to sinus suffering and hello to better breathing with Navage. Navage is available at Walmart, Walgreens, Target, CVS, Rite Aid, and online at Navage.com. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
Golf to Go is brought to you by the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Here's Frank LaRosa.
Everywhere you look, someone is always telling you how to get more fit. While we may feel like we're fit, we can all get fitter. Maybe you have a favorite pair of jeans that don't fit anymore, or maybe you just want to lower your blood pressure a bit. Here are a few suggestions. Walk more rounds, walk to work, walk to the store, walk the dog, but walk. Strengthening the most important muscles in the golf swing, your glutes. Even Tiger couldn't fire his. Buy a foam roller and knead the muscles of your body 3 times a week, especially your hips. You can do this while you watch television. Eat more vegetables, and potato chips and carrot cake don't count. Stabilize the muscles of your core by raking leaves or sweeping floors, and eliminate soda, especially the ones with artificial sweeteners. Maybe you'll be able to take a little bigger turn. Maybe you won't get tired around the 15th hole. Either way, you're going to be much happier with yourself. That's your Golf to Go. I'm Frank LaRosa.
They bleed black and purple. It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on your local sports leader, Sactown Sports.
The Golden One Twitter account asked me on Twitter yesterday if I knew anybody that wanted to sit front row tonight. They have 2 tickets to give away. And I said, I just quote tweeted and said, yeah. I think about 18,000 people do, so.
I think there's only 18,000 that want 4 seats.
Yeah, probably
more than that.
That was probably a mistake on my part because, boy, were my mentions destroyed last night. And it's like, pick me. I'm like, I have nothing to do with this.
Pick me, Dave.
I was just helping out.
Were you helping?
Rigged. I got so, and weirdly enough, my wife and daughter won the contest. Kidding.
Hey.
So rigged.
You're going this weekend, though.
I'm going Saturday.
Yeah. So is tonight the first game that you knowingly are watching with the Berlin Wall in the house?
Yes.
Maybe the wall is there.
What if the Berlin Wall piece that's in my house, what if that is like that's the lucky thing?
Yeah. It wasn't before, though. It was there this whole time.
Okay, let's be really clear. The Berlin Wall was definitely not a lucky thing for a lot of people.
Explain.
But now we have a piece.
I know it did wonders for Hasselhoff.
That is actually very true. We have in our possession a piece of the now defunct Berlin Wall. Is that the last piece? People say, well, what's the piece you need for a championship?
Interesting piece.
Is that the last piece? We will find out. Yeah, I'm not going tonight. I don't want to go tonight. This one.
Too much?
Yep. Can't do it.
Okay.
Can't do it.
Won't do it.
Can't do it. Won't do it.
2/3 of the show will be there.
Oh, you both will be there?
Of course.
Hey. Well, let me know. Let me know how it goes.
Yeah.
I can't be around that many Warrior fans, especially if they lose. The Kings. I just can't. And then the whole drive home, the drive of shame. You leave Golden One, turn on L Street.
You think of it, sure, in a negative way.
It's the way of somebody who, like so many, have just been beaten mercilessly by the sports gods when it comes to this team. Of course. So yes, I go in expecting I expect the worst. And that way, if the worst happens, I'm a little more psychologically prepared for it. And I don't need to prepare if they do well.
Yeah.
Then it's like a pleasant surprise.
Was it the Kings and Warriors that did they have the exact same record against one another at some point last year? Was that it? Was it them?
Was it?
Like over the year, I mean, you can imagine the Kings used to dominate them. Now,
I see what you're saying.
Like if they played 200 times,
that
as
sounds kind of familiar.
I feel like something about that was that way.
I know you have the group.
It's not even close.
Oh, it's not. Are they a lot better?
217 to 193.
Us?
No.
Oh. Well, that's kind of close. Yeah, I thought you were going to say like it was 300.
So at some point, then the Kings
were
20
games.
But over like a 500 game
almost
set.
400.
That's not a lot. And by the way, we can still catch them.
Yeah, we
can still catch them in our lifetimes easily.
Yeah,
Jason's lifetime.
Wow. One of our texters says, I have to be honest, Dave. My mom has a piece of the wall as well. I remember growing up and seeing it on the bookcase. My only question to that is like, why did you have to lead off with, I gotta be honest? Like, was that like some weird? Why would you lie about that? Like, okay.
Oh, I have a piece of the Berlin Wall.
Yeah, do you?
I'm lying about it.
Oh my God, everyone does. It turns out like in the 80s, my wife's parents got taken by some 800 infomercial.
Yeah, it's really a strip mall from Orange County. But
get your piece of the Berlin Wall now. There was a wall over the rim for the Lakers last night. Boy, they got destroyed. Last night was actually a really great night for Kings fans when it comes to things you don't like, because the Clippers and James Harden lost.
Yep.
The Lakers got obliterated, just obliterated by the Sixers. And I don't really hate the Pacers, but they lost to the Blazers in Indiana. Let's talk about getting worked in that trade. Great stats, Tyrese Doncic, with your empty numbers.
Isn't this bad?
Yeah, it is. It is.
I was saying this I think last week when you were gone. I find myself doing that a little bit. All right, I was more so last year. Like, oh, good, the Pacers lost. I'm like, wait, I like Tyrese Halliburton.
Right.
Why am I doing this? Because I think of what others have said. Like, yeah, the Pacers won this trade or this. I'm like, I don't. I like him.
Do you? I will tell you why you have and why it's perfectly natural. This is human nature. Okay. Let's just say there's a situation, like, let's just forget that our wives exist, Jason. And we're like dating for a couple years in our mid to late 20s. And
you and I?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
No, we're dating perfectly nice people. But, at some point you just kind of both go, I love you. You're great. But it's just, this just isn't. You both mutually agree. Like, it's super awesome. We'll always, it's one of those where we will actually always be friends.
Yeah.
And then you both find like the love of your lives, right? And you're like, wow, he's great. She's great. Oh, so maybe you go have lunch and you're like, oh, this is great. Let me see pictures. Oh, good for you. You invite each other to your weddings. Like, you're super good friends. It's awesome. You're 100% deep down inside being like, oh, wow, she's put on a few. Look at that mole on his nose.
Yeah.
Like, you're being cool about it. And like, maybe you are legitimately happy for them, but you're not going to be sad if, he's got something wrong with him. Like, you're not. You're just naturally going to be like, well, I want you to be happy, but not super happy.
Okay, so
That's
Tyrese can be successful, but not the team.
I think that's about it. Or Tyrese,
but not too successful.
Not too, put up some cute numbers and get a couple headlines, but let's just calm down on the best point guard in the NBA.
Like, get an all-star appearance. That's cool. We'll live with that because that's happened. But if you got like an MVP, it's
no,
easy. We don't like you that much.
Not unless he's like following up DeMontis' 3 straight MVPs.
Gotcha.
Then you're like, okay.
Yeah, you can have one. That's cute.
I also, in looking at that, we spend so much time talking about Tyrese Halliburton, and there's a reason why. I kind of have a question. Like, is Buddy Hield washed? Like, he's 30. That's not old.
Right.
But like, every time I look at a box score, it's like 9 points and 3 boards in 34 minutes. He's averaging 13.5 points this year. He's still shooting 42% from behind the arc. I mean, his numbers are his percentages are fine. In 24 minutes a game, like is Buddy? I don't know. I know Buddy wasn't the most popular guy when he left here. I understand that, but like, is he either done or is he trying to shift his game? We spent so much time on Halliburton. I haven't really thought about Buddy Hield over there.
It's another part of the trade.
Was a huge part of the trade. People forget about that and the money and the contract and, actually not having to. I don't miss having to worry about Buddy Hield in late game situations handling the ball.
Buddy fingers,
dude. I love the candy bar. I did not enjoy that whatsoever. I'm good with like for every Buddy Hield fall-away game winner, there's like 17 off his face into the third row with like 5 seconds left. And then he looks at everybody and like
review it.
Yeah, review it. Exactly. Or, what was his nickname on the team? My bad. We'll take a break. When we come back, I want to get to this Russell Westbrook thingy-dingy. And also Kings Warriors tonight. Let's look at actually what's going on, including the Kings almost certainly missing a big piece of the pie here. We'll get to that next.
Harrison Barnes plays here.
Harrison Barnes drives it, hammers it. The Black Falcon soaring into the night sky on a Monday evening in Northern California.
Sactown Sports is your proud home of the Sacramento Kings.
All new spring deals are here at Lowe's. Start planting your garden this weekend with Bonnie 11.8-ounce vegetables. Buy 4 for $10. Plus, liven up your patios and decks with fresh blooms. Select 1.5-gallon hanging baskets or 2 for $20. Lowe's knows spring. Lowe's knows home improvement. Offers valid through 5/17. In-store only. Actual plant size and selection varies by location. While supplies last, excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave asking you, are you feeling the pain of paying more and more for your gas? PG&E has increased their rates 4 times in the last 5 years, and the new forecast says PG&E customers may see their bills increase 32% by 2026. The good thing is there are steps you can take to protect yourself from these rate hikes, and better yet, American Energy may be able to help you completely eliminate your gas bill with a new ultra-high efficiency comfort system. Did you know SMUD offers huge rebates to eliminate your old gas guzzler? They can help you guide through the whole process. Seriously, listen to me. You go to the SMUD website. There's tons of rebates available, but it is confusing on how to do it. Listen to these rebates. $2,500 from American Energy, $3,500 from SMUD, $1,000 from Caltech, $2,000 home system upgrades. That's $9,000 in rebates. Let American Energy help you out at 916-520-9990.
Call 916-520-9990 now.
Pat Green and Diamond Rio live in concert Saturday, December 9th, 7 p.m. The venue at Thunder Valley. Country music icons Pat Green and Diamond Rio with special guest Mark Wills. On sale now at ThunderValleyResort.com. Pat Green and Diamond Rio.
This year, Staples wants everyone to have a happy Holla Deal. That's right, Holla Deal. Staples Holla Deals are amazing savings on hot holiday tech. Great prices on laptops, game systems, earbuds, and more. And now at Staples, you can save up to $350 on select PCs. During Staples Holla Deals, it's not about the fa-la-la. It's about saving moo-la-la. Save up to $350 on select PCs today at Staples. Ends 12/23. In-store only. See associate for details.
It's no secret to golf enthusiasts that Timber Creek and Sierra Pines in Roseville are one of the region's most unique and scenic places to enjoy a great game of golf. 27 holes, boundless options. Elevate your game on our newly renovated driving range, putting green, and chipping area. Whether you're aiming for fun, lower scores, or all-around growth, we've got you covered. Experience golfing dreams in Roseville and book your tee time at timbercreekgc.com. Timber Creek and Sierra Pines, your ultimate golf haven.
Yep, 'tis the season. Hi, if you're like me, you take pride in your gift giving. Well, I've got a terrific idea for you. Gift cards from the Good Feet store. Okay, so arch supports aren't exactly what they've been hinting for, but you know they'd love them. And with the Good Feet lifetime warranty, it's a gift they'll enjoy forever. Buy a Good Feet gift card now, and Good Feet will boost its value 20%. That's a 20% gift free from the Good Feet store. If you have someone on your list who's on their feet all day, has sore feet, knee, hip, or back pain, or even plantar fasciitis, maybe needs an energy boost, or just wants to maintain their active lifestyle, a Good Feet Arch Support gift card could be the perfect gift.
The Good Feet store in Sacramento, Roseville, Stockton, Modesto, and Vacaville. Online at goodfeet.com.
KHTKAM HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD2 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports.
The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
Rolling Stones tickets coming up later. John Salisbury will join us at 8:13. Katie tomorrow.
Yeah.
She'll be breaking everything down now that she's home. I was talking to her yesterday. She was telling me about how she was driving home Sunday around the same time I was coming down 50 from... Okay, let's do quick Katie Christensen trivia. Does Katie have a tree in her garage, one of those plastic ones that you bring out every year? Or does she go get her own tree? Is Katie a tree in the garage every year person, bring it in, decorate it? Or is she a cut my own tree down or go get my own tree person?
I think she's a go get her own tree.
Chris?
Can I say trick question?
How would it be a trick question?
I think she has multiple trees.
Honestly, I don't know the answer to that. But
I think she's got like a fake tree, but that's not the main tree. And then she goes and gets her own tree.
The answer is she did go and get her own tree. Now, does she already? Of course. Now, does she go get her own tree or does she go cut down her own tree?
Cut down.
That is correct.
Did she grow the tree to cut it down?
That's a great question. The answer here is no. Normal trees are probably about 7-8 feet. I'm going to put the over under at 9.5 feet tall.
A lot of sap.
Will you take the over or under on the size of Katie's tree? 9.5 feet.
See, I've never been to her house.
Yeah,
so.
that's the thing. Because you're putting I'm gonna say over.
Yeah, I'd say over. I'd say it's close to the ceiling.
12-foot tree.
Yeah.
That she cut down and brought down over the weekend. And when I was talking to her, she had just got done. She was on a ladder in her house, trying to trim it down so it would fit. Because
yeah.
And I'm sure her house is going to look like Clark Griswold through all. I mean, she had way too many Halloween. I mean, we're talking like the puppets that jump up and scare you, the lights and the music and the smoke machine and all this. She's answering the door in a skeleton onesie. I'm not joking.
Yeah.
I don't even want to know what she's doing for Christmas. Well, the kids love it, I guess. But isn't it real? I mean, let's not hide behind the kids.
Yeah.
You're doing that with Clarketta Griswold.
Does she take the tree and build something out of it?
She will probably make some sort of antique furniture out of
it.
She'll whittle it. Yes, that's exactly. She'll sit out on her back porch and whittle it. And then when I talk to her, she'll be like, "Oh man, today was super busy. I had to whittle this thing for 4.5 hours, and then I spent 3 hours in the kitchen making my dog food."
Yeah,
because that's what she does. Instead of Supreme Source Super Premium dog food,
Bark.
Yeah, she could do that easily. I'll make my own dog food. They like that better. What? No, you have no idea, lady. Let's do a taste test. Wanted to mention the Russell Westbrook thing. He got into another kind of shouting match with fans last night.
That's fun.
Yeah, and his comments were like he didn't want to go too far into it, it seemed, as far as what was being said, which athletes are welcome to do whatever they want in those situations, of course. The problem is that if you have a confrontation like that and you don't say what was said, then people go, well, what was, and then you start thinking like horrible things. And if it's a horrible thing, say that it's a horrible thing so we can shame the fan base.
Right.
And then those fan base people can shame themselves. And if it's not, then it's not. Well, I think he gave us a little clue, though. He said, quote, I understand fans are enjoying the game. I guess they feel they can kind of say whatever, but this is our job. All the negative comments about family and things of that nature, I would stay away from. Now having kids and understanding what my last name means, what Westbrook means, understanding how important that is to my dad, my grandfather, and my family. It's very important. So the moment that line gets crossed, I won't allow it. I've stood for it for years, but now my son is old enough to know what's going on, asking me, hey, Dad, what does that mean? What's that? So they 100% were calling him Westbrook. Like 100% calling him Westbrook. And here's the thing, dude. That is not the strategy. You want fans to stop calling you Westbrook. You don't go into the press and go, because it's not illegal. There's not even a swear word in it. No one is getting ejected from an NBA arena for calling Russell Westbrook or chanting Westbrook. It would shock me if we didn't have more Westbrook chants happening in arenas that he plays in on the road. And then I start thinking, I normally side with players on this, but is chanting Westbrook low class? Or is that just normal part of fan trolling? Is it low class?
Yeah.
Like if when
isn't that part of trolling though?
Yeah, trolling. I don't think there's any high class trolling.
It's low class.
So if like the Clippers came here tomorrow, which they will not, if they will, and every time he touched the ball, Golden One Center was chanting Westbrook, that would be kind of a low class move on our fans' part.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so, but I'm for it.
I think I'm kind of landing that with you, Chris, shockingly. Like
Dave, Chris, come with me.
Yeah, names. There's a check mark.
Yeah.
So sorry, Russ. I mean, I get it. I don't want people getting personal, but
is it really personal?
Like
he's taking it personally.
He is taking it personally.
Like
hey, no offense,
but
he's offended.
And look, I never want to try to get in the way of a man or a woman raising their children. We all raise our children our own way, and I will always respect that. And I'm sure Russ is a wonderful dad. I mean that. I don't know if it was, if my son was like, hey, what do they mean when they say big marble mouth doofus or whatever? If Russ's son is asking him what that means, what is that, Dad? Oh, that's just opposing fans making fun of your dad who's made $350 million in his lifetime while they work their minimum wage job, son. Like, I'd say something like that. Like, those are the...
That's what you'd say?
Nah, I probably wouldn't. But that's what a competitive part of me would want to say. But, I feel like that's a fairly easy way to explain away to your kid. Like, oh, that's heckling. That's fine. They're saying I miss a lot of shots. And then his son would be like, well, Dad, you do shoot 32% from the field. And, when your kids start trashing you, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it.
You think his son's trolling him?
Yeah. You think his son was chanting it?
Maybe it's like, Dad, if you make more shots, they'll stop calling you Westbrook.
What if his son's just calling him Dad Brick or something, just pissing him off? Maybe there's more of the story.
Hey, go clean your room. Whatever, Westbrook.
And then there's an altercation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Keegan Murray will not be playing tonight, almost certainly. He is doubtful for tonight.
It was weird. It was upgraded to doubtful.
Yeah. Practiced yesterday.
Yeah. That's a good sign.
It is, but then afterwards they called it some sort of like medically thing with his back.
Yeah.
That wasn't the terminology, but it was some sort of like collectol ulnar.
What?
Okay. Yeah.
That's too bad because he actually, the last time they played, he really defended Steph Curry very well.
Yeah, he did. And we're going to talk about this in 3 for Madness next, as far as we're going to need someone's to step up. But that is a big loss because Keegan Murray has become, the best defender, I would say, the best consistent defender in the starting lineup. Fox is wonderful, but Fox has other duties as well, is all I'm saying. Maybe Davion Mitchell's the best on-ball defender, but I think Keegan's making an argument for that now. It is a big loss. But here we go. De'Aaron Fox, I think, is 0-2 since signing with Steph Curry's shoe brand. So will he go 0-3 tonight? And, of course, we have the return of Draymond Green, Jason Ross.
That adds some more intrigue, certainly because it's in this building. Kings fans will have their things to say about that. Obviously, he's a terrific player for them and what they do and how much he means to them. Yeah, just add it all on. Make it all part of the national TV game.
Yeah.
What's at stake as far as the group stage. So, yeah, lots on the line.
TNT games. There's no, are those the ones there's no local TV broadcast? So the only local broadcast you can get is right here in Sactown Sports. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Is chanting backpack at Draymond Green low class?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris?
Yes.
We're 100% behind that, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
But we differ on how you should chant it.
Your backpack versus backpack.
But no, I'm kind of leaning towards that one.
Yeah, I don't mind both. I feel like we should honestly start providing songbooks on the KHTK app. I feel like we just what a great thing to organize. Like every game we come up with some sort of a thing to go after opposing players. And I feel like tonight's just got to be backpack all night long. Whichever way you want to do it. Maybe in the first half you do it one way. Maybe in the second half you do the other way.
Change it up.
Yeah, change it up.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get Scott Moak to help us. I'm excited. I'm excited for all of it, Jason. I'm excited for you guys being there.
Not too late.
It's too late for
to
me.
Overcome your fears of potential disappointment.
That's probably way too late for me there. We'll take a break. That's gonna live for eternity when we come back. Unless we win a championship.
Huh.
Nah, then I'll be like, we're not gonna defend it. When we
You're the worst.
3 for Madness brought to you by Fire Wings. Tonight's game versus the Warriors, is it a must win? Who needs to step up, and what would you trade for a win tonight? We'll get to that next.
Trying to find out where to catch your favorite team's games?
Are you a fan of the Kings, Niners, and the NFL?
Well, Sactown Sports has you covered.
Touchdown! San Francisco! It's all on his shoulders. Cox rocks. He fires for the win. He's got the triple.
Catch all your Kings, Niners, and NFL games all year long on Sactown Sports and SactownSports.com.
We're going abroad for the first time in years, to Spain. So we started using Babbel.
And started learning Spanish fast.
With Babbel, you can start having conversations in another language in just 3 weeks.
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo te llamas?
When you learn a language, you want to actually use it. Babbel is designed with that goal in mind.
In just 3 weeks, we're starting to have conversations in Spanish. Gracias, Babbel.
Babbel, language for life. Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com.
Guys, did you know your testosterone level impacts your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED? And right now, Revive Men's Health Sacramento will check your testosterone for free. They've helped thousands of men since 2011 feel and perform better. They're so confident they can help you, they even guarantee it. Schedule your free testosterone test, exam, and consultation today. Call 916-277-8599. That's 916-277-8599. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
3 questions, 3 answers. It's 3 for Madness on the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Here's question 1.
All right. Still a very big show waiting for you. If you think like, oh, man, it's 7:15. We missed the good stuff. No, you didn't. I mean, it was good. It was fine. But we got Overreaction Tuesday coming up at 7:44. The Eagles are already talking a little bit. Hassan Reddick got loose. Hassan Reddick decided to
watch it.
You know what? Red. Mm-hmm. Sean Salisbury at 8:13. And Rolling Stones tickets on a Cup game day, Jason. Fire Wings brings you 3 for Madness. 21 different. Nope. 20 different flavors to choose from because we're not doing bread and Malaysian curry tonight. That is off the menu. Do Fox of no, I don't know. Figure out a King's flavor. Chris Verlod, question un.
Is tonight's game versus the Warriors a must-win?
Yes.
Benchmark.
It's a must-win benchmark match game. Yes, it's a benchmark game. It's a must-win. It's not a win or go home. Yes, it's a must-win. You must win this game. You must.
Why?
Because you got to get that dumb demon off your shoulder a little bit.
So if they win tonight, they do it?
It's like, let's go back to the Berlin Wall. You take a brick away, has the wall collapsed? No. But you started the process.
Okay.
I don't want stupid Draymond Green barking and yelling in Golden One Center and walking away with a win and doing the little yap sign. I want Steph Curry to choke on his mouthpiece, not to death. I just want him to be and then someone Heimlich him and he's fine. But I want
I'm never doing that again.
Right, exactly. I want to be a little uncomfortable for a second. I want Clay to go get back to ride his boat home.
To be benched.
And be like, they're gonna bench me. I think I'm getting benched.
How about Wiggins? And Wiggins to go home going like, why am I getting benched?
Yeah, right. Like, what did I do?
Yeah.
I want Wiggins to go home blasting "Oh Canada" in the car and missing Manitoba or wherever the hell he's from. I want Steve Kerr to, I don't know, whatever he doesn't want to do. Got him. I want it all. I want all of that. I want Kevon Looney to get owned on the boards tonight. For him to be like, can I even get an offensive rebound? Like, what is the deal? I want all of that. What I don't want is Warrior and bandwagon ass Warrior fan walking out of Golden One Center yapping, which they will anyways.
I feel like this is a must win for you.
It is must win for me. I will be. Can I just say, like, tonight's game? It's one of those mood dictators. Like, I'll be so happy tomorrow if they win, and if they lose, I don't know. I'll probably just start drinking on air. I'll just bring a bottle of bourbon. That's not,
hey, I'm in.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Just grab
what's in your flask.
Grab my wife's stash, whatever she's got.
Well, she'll know.
Yeah. Well, I'll do what I used to do when I was a kid. You just replace. Oh, this bourbon tastes watered down. Whatever do you mean? I think it's a must.
All right. Well, I think that's too far, but that's weird. It's like, can there be somewhere in between? Like, I really think it would be important for the fans, certainly for you.
Yes.
For the Kings to win. I don't think it says much more than that, but what it would do is finally get a win against them this year. It would keep things going in a good direction. It starts a lengthy homestand. It would get you to the chance to the knockout stage. So all those things are there. Again, I always look at the alternative. If they lose, all right, there's still a path to Vegas as far as the cup, which for some they're concerned about. It doesn't, to me, feel like, oh, they'll never beat the Warriors. And I feel like some people feel that, like if they lost again. Because even if you won, let's say if you, like you're saying, you trade wins, say they won today and then lost to the Warriors in the fourth game they played this year. Then it's a 1-3.
Yeah.
But they won the one, and it's like, oh, that was all they. I mean, what did that do?
But this would be what, a 4-game losing streak?
Oh, if you're going back to
Game 7, because they won Game 6.
Yes.
Yeah. So this would be a 4-game losing streak, of which 3 were at home, and for the second straight year, the Kings got knocked out of a tournament, probably by the Warriors, maybe.
Yeah, it depends. I
don't know.
Yeah,
if the moon is in line with the sun and someone, All right, number 2, please.
Question 2.
With Keegan Murray likely out, who needs to really step up?
Oh, really step up?
Real step up.
Okay.
By the way, I missed this from the text line. Well done. We were talking about Russell Westbrook and his kid calling Westbrook. And his dad, why is your laundry always near the hamper and never in it? That's mean spirited.
Funny.
I think it's a Chris Duarte night. It's a Chris Duarte night. I think.
And what does that version of step up mean?
It means
for him.
I need Chris Duarte to play lights out defense, which he can do, and I need him to not be a sieve on offense. I need him to make his wide open 3-point shots that he's going to be allowed, enough to keep the defense honest. I think obviously, look, with Keegan out, the right answer would be like, well, De'Aaron Fox is
right.
I'm trying to pick the peripheral guy, and I'm going to take Duarte. I think he could be a very important contributor tonight.
Okay, yeah, I'm glad you said that about. I mean, to me, honestly, to win Fox and Boris, those guys would be great. But I'm going to go to the guy who hasn't played in this matchup yet this year, Trey Lyles.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Trey Lyles. Look, Looney's been a problem in this matchup in the last year plus. He'll probably get some minutes at the 5. The Warriors are a smaller team. I think the Kings might counter that with some of a smaller group, and that means Trey Lyles at times. So knock down some threes, play some defense, be in there for his 15, 20, 25 minutes, and have an impact. So I'll go Trey Lyles.
And also know that Draymond Green ain't trying nothing with Trey Lyles on the floor. Because Trey Lyles will not stand for any of that.
Yeah.
You saw what he did last year to one of the Lopez's.
Yeah.
Whichever one that was. When he shoved his face.
Oh, he got him.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Just shoved him right in the dome.
Yeah.
Don't mess with he ain't no Rudy Gobert, let's put it that way.
That's right.
It's Trey Lyles. Catch 3, please.
Question 3.
Would you trade 4 random regular season losses for a win tonight?
Would I trade 4 random regular season? So like nothing clinchy, but like you throw an Orlando in there that you would have maybe won. Although, geez, you see Orlando.
They're good.
How about even like an ugly Detroit loss?
Yeah. Like, would you like throw a Portland, a Detroit, a Wizards, and a Memphis? So you trade 4 losses, but you get this one. And this is, by the way, the premise here is assuming they would lose tonight. So it's a net loss of 3. So would I be more upset if they lost 3 lame games to lame teams, or more upset if they lost tonight? I'm going to pick the opposite here of what Jason Ross is going to pick. I feel like I would make that trade. I would, because I feel like a loss to the Warriors would upset me more than 3 dumb losses.
You sure about that?
Now, does that mean like if it
remember how you were after Houston?
I was not happy. But it was like, okay, that one is like, I'm not mad. I'm disappointed. I'm just disappointed.
So you're gonna have that 4 times. 4 times. This is 1 pain.
But then like, oh my God, would be the one if we finally got it. Get back home, suckers.
Yeah, but now I get to know that I got 4 painful, just bad, disappointing losses that I'm going to question everything about this team about. No way do I change that. No.
Did you take the loss tonight?
Well, if this is the option.
Yeah, I mean,
giving up 4 losses, that's huge in the standings. That's way too important.
In this scenario, goes to of basketball futures, as you can either win tonight and lose the 4 randos, or don't lose the 4 randos, but you're losing tonight. You're saying,
yeah,
taking the L.
Absolutely.
I'm not saying it's wrong. I just want, here's the option I want. Can we just beat the Warriors tonight and win all 4 of those?
Yes.
Games? Okay.
That's very possible.
Let's go with that one.
Okay.
Screw you, Christmas future. We'll take a break. When we return, want to remind you, Sean Salisbury coming up in, about an hour-ish? Something like that?
Less, 45.
8:13. We've got Rolling Stones tickets to give away as well. Overreaction Tuesday at 7:44. Coming up next, Hassan Reddick. I keep wanting to call him JJ. Hassan Reddick, already talking a little bit for the Philadelphia Eagles. Does he have a point? And what are the similarities between Sunday's game and tonight's game in basketball for the Sacramento Kings? We'll talk about it next.
The Sacramento Kings play here.
He's got the triple. Sacramento takes the lead.
Get your Kings fix all season long right here on your home of the Sacramento Kings, Sactown Sports and SactownSports.com.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Bonnie.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA 3 Weather Center. We're off to a cold start as we kick off your Tuesday. Be prepared to see some patchy areas of frost as we head through the afternoon. Sunny skies and temperatures reaching the lower 60s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
Winter's coming, so let's kick off the cold season right and get your heater all tuned up. Now just $79. No matter how cold it gets outside, you'll always be warm and toasty inside. Plumbing, sewer, electrical, heating, and air, Bonnie.com.
This is Jeff Scott. Did you know there's a way to outsmart COVID if you get it? Now, there are medicines that can treat COVID whether or not you've been vaccinated, which is great news, especially if you're over 50. If taken in the first 5 days of having symptoms, COVID medicines can help stop the illness from getting serious. Call a healthcare provider or the statewide COVID hotline at 833-422-4255 to learn more about COVID medicines. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
Ew, gotta get rid of this old Backstreet Boys t-shirt.
Tell me why.
Because it stinks, boys.
Tell me why.
I've washed it so many times, but the odor won't come out.
Tell me why.
No, you tell me why I can't get rid of this odor.
Have you tried Downy Rinse and Refresh? It doesn't just cover up odors, it helps remove them.
Wow, it worked, guys.
Yeah.
Downy Rinse and Refresh removes more odor in one wash than the leading value detergent in 3 washes. Find it wherever you buy laundry products.
For a business to thrive, there needs to be a constant stream of new customers. This happens through strong lead generation. Did you know that lead generation is one of the most important tools of any marketing campaign? Let us help you identify your target audience and market your products and services to them. To get started today, contact aimyourdigital.com. That's aimyourdigital.com and start seeing results today.
As we come together to celebrate the end of this long, long year, Stockton Honda has savings to bring us all cheer. Happy Honda Day savings and selection galore. Stockton Honda's online express purchase and great people give you more.
Save on 400 new Hondas at Stockton Honda during Happy Honda Days. Shop in person or online with our express purchase option.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
At Good Guys Heating and Cooling, we're turning the tables on those Grinches. Right now, enjoy our holiday special offer of $49 tune-up or troubleshooting appointment, normally valued at $99. So if your old heater sounds like this, don't let the Grinches ruin your holiday cheer. Call Good Guys Heating and Cooling at 530-GOOD-AIR now to schedule your $49 special before it's too late. Because when it comes to your comfort, we won't let the Grinches steal the warmth. Good Guys Heating and Cooling. Best service, best price, guaranteed. And that's no bull. License number 1057618.
Carmichael Dave.
He's got very good sources and he just kind of tells it as it is and gets to the point.
Jason Ross.
He has a lot of pretty smart things to say. He's good at what he does.
On Sactown Sports.
Not too early to start thinking about Niners Eagles this weekend, Jason.
Huge. I'm
going to say it. It's a big game.
Yeah.
It's a big game. And
would you trade a Niners loss for a Kings win tonight? Now I'd put you in a pickle.
I don't like that.
That's unfair. You don't like that call? Not a very good call?
You might as well be like, why don't you ask me an easier question, like only one of your children can have a successful life.
Why don't you ask a Warriors fan, would they take a Warriors loss or a Niners loss?
Well, they probably don't even know the Niners are playing this weekend. I would have to say, gun to head.
Which I'm not doing.
Which you're not doing, to be clear.
He's doing.
That's my own.
Yeah.
I would have to say, sports logic has to play out. I would sacrifice tonight for a Niner win.
Oh, so
wow.
Kind of have
so
to.
it's not a must win.
No, it is a must
San
win.
Mateo Dave over here.
But the Niners game is a muster win.
Oh.
Mustier.
It's a lot of must.
Lot of must on that win. Hassan Reddick is a very good football player for the Philadelphia Eagles. He was talking to WIP yesterday in Philadelphia about this game.
You guys got the 49ers next. I know you just got done playing, but you know they did a lot of talking in the offseason about what happened in the NFC Championship Game last year. How much of that has stayed in the back of your mind ahead of next week?
You know, as this season been going on, not much. Talk is cheap. You know, they get to come back in the link,
There was a lot of boo-hoos last year, a lot of crying, a lot of what if, a lot of this, a lot of that. They get a chance to come back in here, line that up, and prove it again.
He ain't wrong.
I was going to say the only thing I would say about the Niners offseason I didn't really like is I thought they were talking a little too much about that game. We all got it. The quarterback got hurt. It was a big deal.
Right.
A huge factor in why they lost. But they kept, like, we would have, like, Ayuk was really, like, we know we would have won.
Devo, same thing, yes.
I picked you to win. I think you might have, but I don't know that for certain. And I think they said it too much. It was a little bit out too much to me, but they can back it all up this weekend.
I would say that that's bulletin board material, but I think in this game, there's no bulletin board material. Like, there's a Niner that could guarantee a win or an Eagle that could guarantee a win. You could talk about cheesesteaks are stupid or, Napa sucks, whatever they want to do. It doesn't matter. They're so pumped up. And we talked about this yesterday, Jason, that, this it should be like a college football bowl. Like, this should be the Tostitos regular season Super Bowl brought to you by Tostitos, which is exactly how you'd name it. Because the amount of chips that are on shoulders for this game from both sides, the Niners, our quarterback got hurt. We felt like we had that game. We literally, it was so sad. I think it was sad for everyone but Eagles fans. I think even non-biased football fans, you don't hate the Niners, you don't hate the Eagles, or maybe you hate them both equally, whatever. As a football fan, if that was the Bills and the Chiefs, I don't hate either team, but I'm not a fan. And either Mahomes or Josh Allen was hurt, and you see them trotting out they're trotting out Tommy DeVito. And you're just like, man, they literally don't have you're talking about putting Christian McCaffrey at quarterback. The Niners they're a bird flying with one wing. It was sad to watch after all the buildup. And I just think every fan, and I also think every player, wants to see what does a full strength 49er team do against a full strength Philadelphia Eagles team. They're both pretty much at full strength. There's not a lot of but then again, they were at full strength going in last year for the most part, and Purdy got hurt. This really is a regular, you overuse it. This is a regular season Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It really is, I think, about as close to when you say the two best teams in the NFL. I think most people would agree that the let's put it this way, the Chiefs, Niners, and Eagles, depending on where you look, in one order or the other, are 1, 2, and 3 favorites to win the Super Bowl. The only reason the Niners and Eagles aren't 1 and 2 is because one of them can't go. If you take that out of the equation, that both the Niners and the Eagles are favored over the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl. They're the two best teams in the NFL according to the eye test. I don't want to disrespect the Chiefs. They're the defending champions. But with the Eagles, they've had these 4 straight comeback wins, and they've looked vulnerable. Well, they're 9-1. And with the Niners, it's like, well, they got their losses out of the way. Now they're full strength. Yeah, okay, but they've got 3 losses too. I could not be. Let's put it this way, Jason. I am at a 10 for tonight's Kings-Warriors match up. I'm more excited for the Niners-Eagles on Sunday. I really am. I can't be more excited than I am.
Well, we just know what it means. We know how good each team is. We know how long this has been building up.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be a great game, which is awesome too.
I hope it is, man. And I hope there's no injury that affects it. I sure as hell hope there's no ref stupidity.
Right.
No dumb, roughing the quarterback, questionable call or pass interference call that changes the game. And the real thing is this. If the Niners lose on Sunday and they have a rematch with the Eagles, obviously in Philadelphia, it would be in the playoffs, and they beat Philadelphia and win the Super Bowl, I'm not going to be like, oh, man, they lost that regular season game, though. On the other hand, I will be super stoked and excited for about 2 days after if the Niners were to win. But then it's like, okay, better do it again, because almost certainly you're facing each other in about a month or two. You're gonna have this rematch. And oh, by the way, probably in Philadelphia. Let's be clear about this. Had the Bills held on and beaten the Eagles, this would effectively be for the, barring something unforeseen, the number 1 seed in the NFC. Well, now the Niners, even if they beat Philadelphia, they need help. They need Philly. They basically have to win out and have Philly lose one more game.
Which I think is possible, but, they could have had a lot more help the last couple weeks. Philly's been playing with fire here.
They have.
But they've escaped, and that's to their credit. I mean, look, if it's a close game this week, which odds suggest that it would be, Philly has found ways to win games, which is truly impressive. I think when the Niners have won, more of their wins have been kind of comfortable.
Yes, I no, they have. Their wins have been incredibly comfortable. I think it's also worth noting that Philadelphia lost to the Jets 6 weeks ago, as we talked about yesterday, 20-14. They then went into D.C. or into Maryland and played a divisional game and squeaked one out against the Commanders by 7. Then they hosted the Cowboys and they won by 5. They went to Kansas City and won by 4. They hosted the Bills and won by 3. I am a Niner fan and I am biased and I love my team, but you're kidding yourself if you don't look at that stretch, especially the Cowboys, Chiefs, Bills. No, by the way, they beat the Dolphins 31-17 as well when they hosted them before that Commanders game. That's a murderer's row of the NFL. That is a murderer's row of the NFL, and it gets worse, arguably, this weekend. They went to Kansas City and beat the defending champions in a Super Bowl rematch. They hosted the Cowboys, who is everybody's darling when they're playing a team under 500. The Bills had them in the corner, and they're better than their record states, the Bills are. And now they're bringing in the 49ers, which is the flavor of the month here.
Who do they have after the 49ers?
After the 49ers, they go into Dallas and face the Cowboys.
Okay.
Then they go to Seattle and play the Seahawks. Then they finish Giants, Cardinals, Giants.
So it's these next 3 weeks.
Yeah. It's these next 3 weeks. And I think by a long shot, with a win over, if the Philadelphia Eagles beat the Niners, I think that pretty much clinches for me. Yeah. They have not only does it clinch the 1 seed for them, but they got the 1 seed and they have the most impressive win streak in the NFL all year long.
Yeah.
This is incredibly impressive what the Eagles are doing. I don't care if they win by 8. It's cool that they're winning by 4, but no difference in the column between 4 and 40. They can do what Dallas does. They can beat those bad teams 70-1 or whatever, or what Miami does. But they're the polar opposite of the Dallas Cowboys. Let's remember something here. The Dallas Cowboys this year have beaten the Giants, the Jets, the Patriots, the Chargers, the Rams, the Giants, the Panthers, and the Commanders. Those are the Dallas wins this year. Their losses are to the Niners, the Eagles, and the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Now, I may be wrong here. I don't think I am. I don't think any of their wins have come against a 500 team or better. Not one. Not one. Not one. And by the way, they got smoked by the Niners. Yeah. They got smoked by the Niners 42-10. That's a 32-point win for the Niners right before that losing streak happened. And the Eagles beat them by 5.
Didn't Arizona get them pretty good?
Yeah, Arizona beat them 28-16.
Oh, yeah.
28-16. Remember, the Cowboys went into New York and beat them 70-10. Giants and Jets. Had the Giants or the Jets at home, but still 70-10. And then they turn around and lose to the Cardinals 28-16. Now that's a paper tiger. Dallas is a paper tiger. The Eagles are the opposite. The Eagles are not only the defending NFC champions, they were very close to being the world champions. They got better through the draft. They got a steal of a pick in the first round that has made that defense even better than it was last year, despite the fact that they lost Javon Hargrave. Their quarterback is firmly at the top of the MVP conversation in most cases. They bolstered as if that was even possible. They capitalized on Detroit's stupidity, and they went and grabbed DeAndre Swift, who I still think is one of the better backs in the game. A.J. Brown was an absolute steal for them last year. Like, this is, you got A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and Julio Jones. Goddard at tight end, Swift at running back with Gainwell behind him, who's fantastic, and Jalen Hurts. That's a wonderful team. And then you put that defense in there, that crowd in there, the weather.
Sets up for a great matchup.
Niners win this weekend, then
hey, you had them winning out.
I do have them winning out. As part of that, speaking it to existence, or do I really believe it? unless they lose, and then I'll just say it was.
We'll say now they'll win out.
Now what I meant was now
Yeah.
they're going to win out. You just got to have the energy for the whole thing, man. There's this whole week. There's a ton of energy needed. And honestly, I'm going to get mine from American Energy Heating and Air. That's kind of how it works in my household. You know, last night, or this morning, I should say, when I woke up, my house was warm. Not hot. It was warm. It's very cold outside. When I got in the car, it was 34 degrees according to my vehicle. House was warm because American Energy has everything running smooth. Now, your HVAC system is a lot like your arm. How so, Dave? Well, I'll tell you. Thanks for asking. Because I don't wake up every day and go, oh my God, my arm works. I can write. I can use the phone. I can wipe things. My arm is amazing. I don't. I've never said that in my life, I don't think. But I'll tell you this much. On my way home today, my arm falls off, and then a dog takes it and runs into the woods. I'm missing that arm tomorrow a lot. Same thing with your HVAC system. You don't sit around thanking the powers that be for your HVAC system working until it doesn't work, and then your whole world sucks. That's where American Energy comes in and takes care of business. Family owned and operated. Been doing this since the early 80s. Better Business Bureau, A+. A+++++. Just like Ralphie's theme grade. Yeah, that's right. Go to AmericanEnergyAir.com and get them out for their $49 tune-up special. American Energy, making the uncomfortable comfortable. Overreaction Tuesday. In just 1 minute. Don't go away.
It's that time of year again. Sactown Sports is welcoming Santa back to town for the 40th annual Santa Parade, Saturday, December 9th in downtown Sacramento. Grab the family and join us as we celebrate Santa's arrival with marching bands, superheroes, cheer squads, and more. Parade starts at 10 a.m. at 14th and N. We'll see you Saturday, December 9th in downtown for the Santa Parade with Western Health Advantage, Huft Home Services, and the California National Guard. Get more information at SactownSports.com.
Prestigio Jewelers Black November sale is on all month long. Get amazing doorbuster deals while supplies last. 1 carat diamond earrings only $449. Wedding sets starting at only $899. 70% off gold chains and much more. Get quick and easy credit approval and low monthly payments at Prestigio Jewelers. No credit, bad credit, even bankruptcy, you're approved. Prestigio Jewelers guarantees your credit up to $10,000. Shop designer brands such as Cartier, Gucci, Bulova, and Citizen. Visit us today or online at prestigiojewelers.com. See store for details.
The sewer system. It's probably the last thing on your mind, and that's okay. Because at the Sacramento Area Sewer District, it's our first priority. As the region's largest sewer utility, we own and maintain thousands of miles of sewer pipe. And our job is to get to your sewer problem before it interrupts your life. So whether you've got a slow drain or a backup, call us first, day or night. The Sacramento Area Sewer District. It's a dirty job, but we're happy to do it.
The only place in the morning to get your sports fix.
Live and local.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Overreaction Tuesday. We'll talk about the Kings and scenarios for them to clinch in about 15 minutes. Sean Salisbury will join us at 8:13. We still have Rolling Stones tickets to give away, our power rankings. It's a lot to get to, Jason.
So we got 4 hours to do it.
You're darned right,
Yeah.
and thank God. I wish we had 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the meantime, let's get a...
You'd trade 5 now for 3 in the summer, wouldn't you?
I want to make sure that what I'm about to say is true. I would trade 6 now for 2 in the summer. Yeah. Yep. I would.
Okay. What 2 in the summer?
What 2? Oh, like times?
Uh-huh.
The week after 4th of July.
I mean, but what time of
Yeah.
6 to 8,
Part of me
7
wants
to
to
9,
say
8 to 10.
Part of me wants to say 6 to 8 just because we could be out of here.
Yeah.
I honestly think we should go to the bosses and say, you know what, we have an idea. I tried this. I tried this last year. I think instead of the show happening all summer, I think we should what is
like
it?
Christmas music?
Well, that was my original idea, but they nixed that one. What are we talking about? 3 months. That's 12 shows. 3 months. That's 12 weeks. That's 60 shows. That's 240 hours. Okay, approximately. I think we should replay the entire Kings season during the which would get better ratings. The Kings replays live so you can relive the magic. Hello. Or us talking about Mike Yastrzemski in the baseball.
See, here's where you're wrong. We won't have that many shows to do. I mean, it will be less because the Kings are going to make a deep run into the playoffs.
Okay.
So you're talking about July and August, not June, July, and August.
That's true. It's only 2 months. And I guess we have Summer Olympics. Do we care?
Yeah.
No.
I like the Summer Olympics better than the Winter Olympics. Don't get me wrong. I don't recall being very Olympic-y on this on our shows in the past. Like, are we going to be like, oh my God, Michael Phelps Jr. was amazing in the thing?
Junior?
I don't know. Whoever. I don't know. Who are the people? Do we know anyone? Like, shouldn't they be promoting? Like, there's the guy talking the garbage about the NBA, the track guy.
Right.
But that's how I know him. I don't know his name.
How about the NBA players in the basketball?
The basketball? So we can finally figure out a world champion.
Yeah. Simone Biles.
Okay, that's good. What's her name? Well, there's actually two ladies that are like Sha'Carri Richardson, and there's one other I know. I was watching highlights of the other day that look like so fast.
Women's soccer team?
Yeah, that'll be amazing. Can they compete without Megan Rapinoe? I don't know the answer to that, but we'll find out this summer.
I think they're going to repeat.
Wow.
Her,
okay.
Even though they lost last time.
Yeah. They're going to repeat even though they lost. Well, we're ready, and we are all over your Olympic coverage, and maybe the return of Deirdre Fitzpatrick.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Our content partner at KCRA. So well, there's that to look forward to as we spend 5 minutes previewing summer programming. Right now, let's get a football bet, if you would. It's Overreaction Tuesday.
No, we have to have overreaction music on an Overreaction Tuesday.
This is Overreaction music?
Yeah, don't you know?
It kind of does sound like...
How does it surprise you every week?
I don't know. It does, though. And it probably will surprise me again next week. Overreaction Tuesday, brought to you by Nobody Yet. But we're working on it. Jason Ross, Overreaction 1. Or not Overreaction. This weekend's matchup between the Niners and Eagles is the regular season Super Bowl.
Not an overreaction. I think it's the two best teams. I mean, I think the Niners are the best football team in the National Football League. I do. I think if everything's right, if we assume they're healthy, we assume they're playing their A game, that's the best football team I've seen.
Okay.
Now, Philadelphia, I don't want to dismiss what they've done. They got there last year. They're tracking to get there again. They've got a great system, a good quarterback, a home field. Defense. I mean, they're balanced. There's nothing to think that they're not an elite team either. So, yeah, these are two of the best. Let's go.
All right.
Not an overreaction.
I'm with you.
Okay.
Okay.
How about this, Carmichael Dave?
Yeah.
The Raiders will sign Antonio Pierce as their next coach.
Ugh.
Remember when they were 2-0?
Yeah.
Now they've lost 2 in a row?
I instinctively...
Everybody was happy in Raiderland, smoking cigars. Like, he gets it. This is the guy.
Vikings, Chargers, at Chiefs, at Colts, Broncos. 5 games left in their season. I don't think that's an overreaction. I think that Mark Davis is going to learn his lesson from Rich Bisaccia and the mistake he made there, from going with the name brand and John Gruden, from bringing in, the other name brand for some reason and Josh McDaniels. I think that too many, not just players, but fans and media they love Antonio Pierce. They really, really do. Now it might be like a 2-year deal or something, something short necessarily. But honestly, if I'm Mark Davis, I go to Antonio Pierce and say, I'll give you a 1-year deal. And if that's not going to work for you, then I get it. Cool. I just think everything looks right.
Yeah, Doesn't it feel like you have to wait and see what the rest of the season does?
It does. You were asking me for an answer, though. Like, I do think they probably need to go 3. I think if they go 0-5 or 1-4, no.
Yeah.
I think if they go 3-2, I think I wouldn't say a lock, but pretty close. So I would say, and I think they will. I'll say not an overreaction. Jason Ross, Frank Reich deserved to be fired from the Carolina Panthers.
I'm actually going to say that's an overreaction, but I only say that because I don't know the internal part. I don't know what he was like as a leader, as the with management, with the players. I see the record. That's the reason to do it, but what ingredients does he have? I mean, they were a bad team.
Yeah.
They had the number 1 pick. He's trying to groom the top quarterback. I don't look at them. Look, their record's bad, but I feel like they've been competitive in games. So I'm going to go with overreaction, but I know everybody looks at the record, and without knowing the inside of things, that's the tough part.
Okay.
All right, how about this one? The Broncos, Dave, are making the playoffs.
That's good. I was hoping you weren't going to ask me that one. That's a really good one, Jason. I'm going to say, bring up their schedule real quick. Let's just all work on this together here. Because, we don't script these, everybody. These are not scripted. So I heard the question the same time you did about 5 seconds ago. The Denver Broncos go to Houston, go to the Chargers, the Lions, and they play the Patriots and the Chargers at home. I think that's an overreaction. I think they dug themselves a little too much of a hole, number one. God, but they're just right there, Jason. They're right there for the wild card. You know what? Not an overreaction. I'm changing my mind. I'm not going. I am changing my mind. Sean Payton's going to lead the Denver Broncos to an improbable playoff berth.
Okay.
And there will be 2 teams that make it out of the AFC West that everybody thought it would. The Broncos and, of course, the Chiefs.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Jason, last year there were 8 players who made it to the final stage of 15 in the NFL Hall of Fame class of 2023. They return as semifinalists this year. Jared Allen, Dwight Freeney, Devin Hester, Andre Johnson, Torrey Holt, Patrick Willis, Willie Anderson, and Darren Woodson all fell short a year ago. Now, it sounds like Julius Peppers and Antonio Gates may very well make it this year, and this is their first year eligible. Reaction or overreaction? None of those players that missed last year will make it this year again.
Overreaction. Someone from that group will.
You think so?
Yeah, for sure. Actually, as you read the names, I was kind of going, it feels like Hall of Famer. Oh, it feels like Hall of Famer. It feels like a bunch of them felt like Hall of Famer to me, just based on what you're just saying their name without even any stats in front of me.
I feel like Woodson has to be in there.
Darren Woodson?
Yeah, Darren Woodson. Devin Hester.
Yes, Hester. I would hope he would get just as a specialist is pretty cool. Does Patrick Willis, though? I mean, it's great. I mean, he's incredible.
Yeah.
It's about longevity of his career.
It's tough.
But he was so good.
I mean, how many?
Like 7 years, which isn't short. Short, is it?
I mean, for football, too. Not that short. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, well, Barry Sanders played 10 years. I was trying to. I'm also excited.
Was he 7?
Sanders was 7.
Oh, that was Barry Sanders you read?
I was just going to say, Barry Sanders only played 7 years. No, he played 10 years. Weird. I didn't realize he played that long. I guess I forgot. Patrick Willis, I think you're exactly right, by the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He played 8 years.
Okay.
8 years, but only
Put him in.
6 games. Yeah, right. He was just so darned good, Jason Ross. But yeah, I agree with you. I think at least one of those guys gets in.
Okay. One more for you?
One more for me.
The Buffalo Bills will not make the playoffs. Remember, you're not putting Denver in.
Yeah.
Taking up a spot.
I don't think that's an overreaction, Jason. I don't think that's an overreaction. They are 6-6. They are 3 games out of the AFC East lead, Miami. They are just about 1 game out of the wild card. And here's who they finished with. at Chiefs, home Cowboys, at Chargers, home Patriots, at Dolphins. They're either not going to make the playoffs or they're going to make it and be that team where everyone's like, something clicked with that team and no one wants to play them in the playoffs. This, honestly, Jason, right now, they were so close. This looks like the Bills are going to miss the playoffs. The talk in the offseason is going to be they're by far the most talented team to miss the playoffs.
Yeah.
I think Sean McDermott's going. I think if they miss the playoffs, I think their coach gets fired. They bring in a new face.
I see that.
I'll give you a quick one because we got a break. Overreaction Tuesday. We need to have a conversation about Josh Allen. Overreaction?
Yeah.
We don't need to talk about him at all?
Nope.
He's fine?
Yeah, he's fine. Yeah.
He is good. Fireball. We'll take a break. When we come back, the Kings can clinch Group C tonight in the in-season tournament. We think. No, they can, but we'll go over some scenarios. We also have some audio from De'Aaron Fox and Mike Brown as well on the tournament and more. And have you bought in? We'll get to all that before Sean Salisbury at 8:13 next.
Will Kyle Shanahan and the 49ers brass go all the way this season?
Could the Niners win their first Super Bowl since 1995?
Join us throughout the season to hear all the games and all the analysis on Sactown Sports at SactownSports.com.
All new spring deals are here at Lowe's. Start planting your garden this weekend with Bonnie 11.8-ounce vegetables. Buy 4 for $10. Plus, liven up your patios and decks with fresh blooms. Select 1.5-gallon hanging baskets or 2 for $20. Lowe's knows spring. Lowe's knows home improvement. Offers valid through 5/17. In-store only. Actual plant size and selection varies by location. While supplies last, excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Bonnie.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA 3 Weather Center. We're off to a cold start as we kick off your Tuesday. Be prepared to see some patchy areas of frost as we head through the afternoon. Sunny skies and temperatures reaching the lower 60s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
Imagine taking a nice warm bath in your shower. Let us fix that. Right now, get that clogged drain unclogged for just $97. Bonnie, plumbing, sewer, electrical, heating, and air. Bonnie.com. Some restrictions apply. License 696355.
Jim Gaffigan here with some more Straight Talk. Let's take a moment to appreciate our sweet children, loving grandparents, and eternal soulmates. Now let's use them to save money on wireless. Because with the Straight Talk Silver Plan, you get 4 lines for just $25 a month with unlimited data and no contracts. So add those human pawns, loved ones, and save money. Thanks, kids. They're finally worth it. Straight Talk Wireless, available at Walmart.
Get 4 lines on Silver Unlimited for $25 per line per month, plus taxes and fees. For data management practices and additional terms, visit straighttalk.com.
Get year-end pricing during Happy Honda Days at Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop. Folsom Lake Honda is your one-stop Honda shop for great pricing on our entire selection of new CRVs, HRVs, Ridgeline Civics, and Accords. Plus, with low finance and lease options, now's the time to buy. Hurry in and save during Happy Honda Days at Folsom Lake Honda, or go to folsomlakeHonda.com.
Folsom Lake Honda, yeah, your one-stop Honda shop.
Power Business Technology is proud to be 100% independent, locally owned, and managed Toshiba copier dealer. Local ownership cuts out the red tape, allowing ourselves to never be too busy to personally answer the call when our clients need us. Recognized for excellence in service execution, training, and customer service, we're proud to be named a 2022 Toshiba ProMasters Elite Dealer. Contact us today for all of your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729, or visit us at PowerCopier.com.
KHTKAM Sacramento, KYMX HD2 Sacramento.
Take it on the local level. Live and local, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios. Sactown Sports. The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show.
with the following question. In the same year that AI famously crossed up Michael Jordan, name the other significant crossover by AI to win a historic competition.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Chris?
Over Kobe to win the All-Star game?
I'll repeat the question. In the same year AI famously crossed up Michael Jordan, name the other significant crossover by AI to win a historic competition. The answer.
AI, artificial intelligence, are they doing that?
Deep Blue beat Gary Kasparov 3-2 in chess to rematch their competition from years before. Apparently, actually it was 4-2, excuse me. But yeah, AI crossover.
Dork. Thanks for that question, Dave.
It's Daryl Morey's question.
Yeah, it's great.
It was a play on words. See, Allen Iverson was the first AI he was referring to, but then the second one was artificial intelligence. But we okay. All right.
Dork.
All right, fine. Okay, fine. I'm going to redeem myself.
Are you?
I'm going to try. Why can you never hear a pterodactyl going to the bathroom?
I think I know this one. I do know it. I won't say it.
Because the P is silent. Kings versus Warriors tonight, and hopefully they are as on their game as I am. We will have the
I hope not.
the pregame and the tip-off all here for you at Sactown Sports. The Aaron Fox thinks it's an important. He says he doesn't say must win.
Yeah, see,
this is important.
Well, I mean, I think it's an important game for us. I think they're making a conscious effort for those in-season tournament games to be a little bit more important throughout the regular season. And for us, guaranteeing us a spot in the quarterfinal, I think is definitely big for us.
Yeah.
Okay. What about his? Well, let's talk about that for a quick second. So I feel like De'Aaron doesn't, unless it's like crazy, he doesn't get too high.
No.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll win.
Let the fans do that.
No, let the fans do that. They're just going out and doing their jobs.
That's right.
Yeah,
can't do what they do.
With the heart attack. Yeah, you're not going to hear that out of De'Aaron. Yeah. Can't do what we do. Can't do what we do.
Want to bench me?
Want to bench me? Want to bench Keegan? Has his opinion changed on Draymond Green since the suspension?
Not at all. I mean, they were winning championships when I was in high school, so you got to see a lot of, what makes that team go, what makes that team, so much better. And when Draymond's on the court, that he's bringing physicality defensively. He's a playmaker. I mean, he does so many things for that team that doesn't get, put into the stat sheet. So playing them in a 7-game series, it didn't change anything. It kind of just validated what you saw as a basketball fan.
Okay. My sister left yesterday, and my daughter asked me, where'd she go? Mm-hmm. I said, Alaska. And she said, never mind, I'll ask her myself.
Was that a slight dig at the Warriors?
Yeah, it was. 100%.
Fox saying, "Oh, they've been winning since I was in high school."
I
was back in the joke.
Alaska. Mike Brown on Draymond Green.
That's what Draymond does. One of the many things he does. He always provides juice from that team. So whether he's playing or he's not, he's going to bring those guys that juice or that energy, that physicality that not many guys in the league can do. And so it's great for them, and for us, we're going to play whoever's in front of us, whether you got your whole team, half your team, you're missing 2 guys or whatever. For us, we're just trying to go get the win.
Okay. Yeah. So De'Aaron said earlier that the NBA wants, them to feel a certain kind of way, and then the people, all that. But straight up, it doesn't mean more.
It definitely does, because I think every game we've gone, we've been close to a double-digit game, and you can see the other team is also still trying to score the ball, and it definitely makes it have a little different feel to it, especially at the end of games.
Yeah. So far, are you more and more now? I know you said now that the Kings are winning in this, you're more excited. But what do you think next year when this comes around? Anticipation or changes or tweaks? What would you say?
We talked about it yesterday. I would like to see, I agree with you, some sort of like, where everyone plays the League Cup days or nights or whatever, where it's more organized, where you don't have one team played 4 and the other played 2.
I mean, they have it as Tuesdays, Fridays, but it hasn't been balanced.
No, it hasn't. And honestly, what you need to do is you need to have all the game 4s. Like at the very least, you need to have all the game 4s all tip off at like 5:30, 6 o'clock.
So then the scenarios or what's potentially going to happen. But like I said, the Lakers had clinched at 4-0, and credit to them. But the Kings have played twice. And so you're just going, man, sound the bell. Like, this doesn't sound right. To have them be 4 and 0, 4-0.
Right, where we've only played 2.
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
Yeah.
Here's Trey Lyles.
They got us the first 2 games, so we want to make sure that we don't go down 0-3 in the season, head to head. So we just got to come out there and compete and fight like it is a game 7. So I think we'll be okay.
Also, here's an athleteism. Just taking it day by day, game by game.
I think we're just kind of focusing on game to game. I don't think we're looking too deep into it, but guys are definitely aware of where we're standing, and coaches for sure are keeping us engaged in that. But we just got to go out and compete every game like it's a championship game. So
it's good to have him back, Jason. It's really good to have Trey back. We talked about people that need to step up. I said Duarte. You said Lyles, right? Yeah, and I think you're 100% right as well. This is where Trey Lyles really, really earns his money.
He was good in the postseason against them. They're going to need him again against this team, the Warrior, and they need him all year. But I think, we were so focused on De'Aaron Fox being out, but at the same time, Trey Lyles was out. And he's really an important piece for this team. I'm so glad he stuck around. And remember, I'll go back to this when the trade was made, when he came over. I'm already blanking on another player who was a part of it. I know
the Trey Lyles trade.
Yeah, I know Josh Jackson was one, but there was another player that I think played more right at the beginning. Was it Holiday?
I thought Holiday was part of the Indiana trade.
Maybe he was.
Kings acquired Dante DiVincenzo. I forgot about that. Trey Lyles and Josh Jackson.
But at the very beginning, obviously, DiVincenzo seemed like the centerpiece.
Yes.
Josh Jackson was the intrigue. It's like, hey, look, he was a lottery pick.
Had a De'Aaron.
Yeah, and then and Trey Lyles. And at the beginning, Trey Lyles really didn't play. And then of all things, I would not have guessed that Trey Lyles would still be here and be the one that's got a significant role.
Is it time, though? Have we reached a point where we close the door on Marvin Bagley?
As far as what door is open? I mean, as far as what, though? Like,
I don't know.
I think he's just going to continue to have the career he's having, which some nights, you look at Marvin, you go, wow, okay, 18-10. And then, 14-4. And he's playing for them. It's not a very good team. I don't wish ill against him, but
I don't either.
We know the Kings missed. I'm past that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of players they could have drafted instead of him, but they didn't.
Also, I think it's kind of helped too that, obviously it helps that the team's good, but also it kind of helps that Luka's kind of I think a lot of public opinion is turning on Luka a little bit, that he's I'm hearing more and more. I thought we're the ones that came up with. I guess we're not, but I thought we came up with the whole Euro James Harden thing.
You got sausage arms and cankles.
But and Chris has been on that bit for a long time. But you really do hear a lot of, well, this is a younger James Harden. Yeah. It's empty calories, blah blah blah. I'm just trying to, not to take too far of a side road here, but I will, because I'm that way. What is the historical comparison to Marvin Bagley's career so far? And I'm not just talking about injury or being a high pick that was kind of a bust, or I'm talking about because you have players that were high picks and were busts.
Well, also defining bust, I think, is simple. If Marvin ends up, what's his career average?
Marvin Bagley is averaging 11 points, 5 boards, and 1.5 assists.
Okay, so let's say he does that and has a 12-year career.
Yeah.
I wouldn't qualify that as a bust. We would here. I totally get it. And pick second. But, to me, oh, my goodness. Bennett.
Anthony Bennett.
Who went number one and was out of the league pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Thomas Robinson.
Yeah.
Olma Candy actually had a long
you're
career.
actually
it's just
Hasheem Thabit.
To not reach the potential of the pick, sure.
Yes.
But I don't know. I guess it's how do you define a bust? But the Kings, that was a colossal.
Yes, of course. They had Luka and they had Jaren Jackson. They had Trae Young.
It was basically anybody but Marvin.
Yeah,
would have been
fine,
which is too bad.
But what is there? we've had, whether he's a bust or not, we've had players drafted super high. We've had players drafted around Hall of Famers that didn't make it because of injury or because they were terrible. I'm trying to figure out, like, who's the guy that would compare to Marvin Bagley so far that was drafted high, is a bust or a disappointment, whatever you want to call it, but also, yes, injuries affected him, but then also the dude's had like 33 point, 15 rebound games. And does that, obviously not with regularity, but like every year he has like a handful of really good games.
Yeah.
And you go, well, is this it?
Right.
Well,
Like he belongs in the league.
Sure,
I don't think it's a thing
of
like
course.
this guy's a G Leaguer or out of the league soon. Like I feel like there's a place. He's got size. He's still young, actually. Good athletic ability. He's got some skill, but he's not an all-star. He's not a franchise guy. He's a role player.
There is a very good reason why it was good that the Kings drafted Marvin Bagley.
What's that?
He turned into Trey Lyles.
Honestly, and Trey Lyles ends up being the most important piece out of that. People forget Trey Lyles was a lottery pick, I believe, with Utah. Bagley, just to finish that thought, though, had 22 and 11 a couple weeks ago versus the Hawks. Last year, he had a 31.8 rebound game. He had a bunch of 21-point games. In 2 games he played in February, he scored 21 points in both. He went 21 and 12 and 21 and 18. And you look at every year of his career, and you can find these 31 point, 21, 18, you can find these. And that's why I think it's so maddening with him. He does belong in the league.
Yeah.
Injuries have been an issue, but he'll go when healthy. He'll have a 4-point game and then he'll turn around and have a 30-point game. And I need to think more about it because now I want to go down that rabbit hole of like, well, who would be that comparison to the guy that is a bust but isn't a bust, is injured but still plays enough, sucks on the court but then is all-star level games? So what the bottom line is, the Kings can clinch Group C
exactly
with a win over the Warriors. And as far as changes go, we both agree on the scheduling aspect. Having that fourth game be simultaneous. What else though, Eve?
The other thing I think I would do if I was the league is maybe do this in January. It feels a little bit early in the season to me. Like,
okay, what about this?
Because I think the very first one, if I'm not mistaken, I know the Kings didn't play the first. I think it was Game 7 for someone. You're like, in-season tournament is the 6th game of the year.
Okay, what about this? Would you go for changing it and having them all in January over like a 2 whatever week period, and every team just goes to Vegas? It's like you take a mid-season break, basically. Everyone goes to Vegas for the tournament
for losing their home games.
Oh, that's a great point. Yeah, you can't do
You're
that.
not going to lose.
Nobody's
that many.
They're not going to lose that many homes.
But it's not.
You're right.
Maybe 2 straight weeks of playing it though could be a thing. And the next part, it's not decided till after tonight as far as who goes to the knockout stage. But that whole next week is open for the entire league right now. Now, part of the teams are going to Vegas, but everyone else still has to play 2 games.
When is the final?
A week from Saturday.
It's that quick?
Yeah.
God, why did I think it was like the finals in like February or
No.
something? Wow.
But so next week, let's say the Kings don't win tonight and are eliminated. Like they're going to have 2 games next week that right now we don't know who it's going to be and where.
That is
they
strange.
have 40 home, 40 road. There's still 2 more games to be made up. Now it could be in the knockout stage. It could be going to Vegas. It could be hosting Denver and going to Phoenix. I don't know, or whatever.
And it makes you wonder, like, God, I mean, it makes you honestly wonder how that works. And fans don't care about this, but like the scheduling snafus, booking hotel rooms, not knowing where you're going. Like, oh, hey, you're at home. Nope, you're going to Boston.
Right. The schedule has been set for months. All these things are planned except for next week. And I'm sure what they've done, maybe the Sawyer has rooms blocked out. Maybe each, each in Oklahoma City, it's this hotel, but you still got to get that sorted out.
And as somebody said here as well, I don't really hate this idea either. Maybe start the in-season tournament Christmas Day. That'd be kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
What if you had
that's your benchmark day?
Then you're running up against the All-Star game, which they have kind of made their thing.
No, you could get this done quicker, couldn't you?
Wait a minute.
All-Star Game have the championship too?
Yeah. What if you have the in-season tournament? We all agree the All-Star Game needs help. All-Star Weekend needs help. So what if
So
you
just replace it?
Replace it with the NBA Cup Championship.
Okay, but so now you now you're going to have players that might get 4 or 5 days off that don't get any time off.
Yeah. Plus, everybody now has to plan Christmas. That's not nice. Yeah. So we'll take a break. When we come back, Sean Salisbury, he'll join us, and we'll talk a little football, and we'll preview the Niners and Eagles. You can smell it. Oh, it's championship football. We'll talk about it next.
Last season, the Sacramento Kings gave us a little bit of everything. A Pacific Division title, GM of the Year, Coach of the Year, Clutch Player of the Year, All-Stars and all NBA performers. Plus, we got to light the beam.
Here's a steal by Fox, the breakaway. He's got the rip with the left hand.
What does this season have in store? Find out. Each and every Sacramento Kings game can be heard right here on your proud home of the Beam team, Sactown Sports and SactownSports.com.
For the ones who get it done, the most important part is the one you need now. And the best partner is the one who can deliver. That's why millions of maintenance and repair pros trust Grainger, because we have professional-grade supplies for every industry, even hard-to-find products. And we have same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders. But most importantly, we have an unwavering commitment to help keep you up and running. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hi, I can help whoever's next.
Cooper's Overnight Shipping Company has to deliver the goods.
Ship these gifts to your grandkids.
They need a logistics manager to keep the wheels turning.
126 packages going to Toronto, Tuscaloosa, Montreal, and Minneapolis. Oh boy.
Indeed can help them hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Instant Match instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
On Sactown Sports.
Ready to go, baby. We got a week to wrap up and a week to look forward to. Right now, joining us, great stories to cover in the Houston area. None better than C.J. Stroud and being in the actual MVP conversation for the Houston Texans. Sean has his award-winning morning show each and every day, Monday through Friday, right down there. And then he joins us minutes later. Good morning, Sean. How are you?
I'm doing well, guys. Thanks for having me on. Hope you're well as well.
Your Thanksgiving all good, I assume? You got fat, all the good stuff?
Yeah, it was awesome, man. It's my favorite holiday, and it's nice. Family, friends, and good food. So it was awesome. Thank you. And good football.
Yeah, good football. Also, we got to ask you before we get into the NFL, Sean, are you excited for the NBA Cup?
Well, the NBA, are we talking about this in-season playoff that nobody understands why? And do you mean the pandering to fans and seeing if they can steal them during football and that it makes zero sense and most people don't understand why and it's desperate? Yeah. But, other than that, I guess, hey, great. It to me, well, if you're not giving me a team that wins the in-season tournament an automatic berth into the top 10, why? I don't know. I guess just because we're calling it an in-season playoff. I'm pumped up for it, dude. I can't wait.
Well, something I know you're pumped up for, we are too, is this weekend's matchup with the 49ers and the Eagles. You've told us all year long what you've thought about the 49ers. I want to get your thoughts, Sean, about the Eagles. Look, they keep winning, and there's something about winning close games that's a testament to the team, but they open up actually as underdogs. Small underdogs in this one, but what do you think? What are your early thoughts on this Eagles-49ers matchup?
Well, I think 2 of the 3 top candidates for the MVP reside in the game. Matter of fact, 3 of the top 5 probably. I don't know how we can leave McCaffrey off the list. Jalen Hurts and Brock Purdy. I still am mesmerized by the lack of love that Purdy gets. That if he was if he was drafted where C.J. Stroud or Bryce Young were, we'd be talking about the future franchise guy. Oh, we'd be raving about him. His numbers say poise. His numbers say he belongs in the talk. He's been great. Pretty, except for a couple mistakes that people make.
Come on. Oh, usually it comes right back.
Yeah. I think we lost Sean.
No, we lost Sean. Let's see if we can get him back. Usually it comes back.
Yeah, there's usually better.
I couldn't go back.
No, Siri. Siri, what happened to Sean Salisbury?
Here's what I found.
Okay, great bit.
We'll get him back.
Usually, we'll get him right back. He usually goes into it. But I like what he said, and it's funny. When he said 2 of the top 3 or whatever MVP candidates, 3 of 5, I was actually going, I wonder who he's going to, I wonder which one.
Yeah. I think McCaffrey definitely needs to be in there.
I totally agree. Hey, Sean, we you usually go through that one spot. It usually comes back, but the antennas weren't working for us today. So you got cut off. Right. Go ahead, buddy.
I don't know why I'm in the same spot I am all week. Right. Every time I'm with you guys. But regardless, McCaffrey, I heard you guys say McCaffrey should be in the MVP conversation. Mm-hmm. If he's not, right now, it's he and Tyreek Hill as the 2 non-quarterbacks that should be in the MVP conversation. And both, I think one of the 2 is going to win Offensive Player of the Year if it's not a quarterback. So this is a phenomenal matchup. NFC Championship matchup is who I called in the preseason, who I liked. And I think both these teams are still the 2 best teams. And I love the poise of Philadelphia guys. And you had mentioned, leading into this about how they just find ways to win. Both rosters are skilled. Jalen Hurts, to me, is as poised as we have in the league of any player. I didn't say the best, but he's as poised as it gets. And I think there's a believability in him that when they have the ball last, he's just going to find a way to get it done. And he does. And they're such a threat physically and finesse, which I love. And yet the 49ers, when their roster's healthy, their line push 2 offensive lines that can move the pile. There's very similar when it comes to home run hitters, defensive disruptors in the front 7, MVP and smart, poised, good decision-making quarterbacks, and both well coached. So what's not to like? Health is important. I think this is one hell of a matchup. We will see this one again in the postseason at some point. The 49ers, depending on the weather, and I think the 49ers are poised to go on the road and deal with this. This is going to be fun, and what a 3 weeks it's been for Philadelphia to have to deal with their tough opponents, and they've stepped up. This is going to be a great game. I think this is a game in the 20s, and somebody's defense is going to get a stop at the right time.
Sean Salisbury with us. Got to ask you, and we'll get right back to Eagles-Niners. But I want to ask you about the Eagles' opponent, something we've been talking about this week, the Buffalo Bills. It looks like they very well could miss the playoffs, Sean. If they do, they're probably, I would say, easily the most talented team to miss the playoffs, the biggest disappointment this year. So I want to ask you what a lot of the talking heads are talking about. Is McDermott possibly in trouble? And the whole, do we need to have, air quotes here, do we need to have a conversation about Josh Allen at some point?
Oh, I think both are viable. We automatically think that to be a let me start with Josh Allen, to be a franchise quarterback, it means you got to win multiple Super Bowls. If that's the case, then we're real limited on franchise quarterbacks. Josh Allen's a great talent. The problem is you can't throw 13 interceptions halfway through the season, a little more with 2/3 of the way through the season, throw 13 interceptions. Those are just, his mistakes come at the wrong time. He is so gifted physically and he's a smart, high IQ guy. But the aggressiveness sometimes gets him in trouble, and the one pick or the red zone interception come at times when they just can't happen. So is he an elite player? Yes. Is he a franchise quarterback? Yes. Is there a chance he's the type of guy that goes his whole career without a Super Bowl win? Yes. Because of the timing of his turnovers. And that's a team that could miss the playoffs, and then also if they get in, they're good enough to run the gamut and win the whole thing. That's how gifted they are. But he's got as good a player as he is. The great ones don't throw 13 picks or 16 picks, and don't throw red zone picks as he did last year, and the turnovers that put him in a bind. I love the player, but he's got to be a better decision maker at the right. You don't have to be aggressive and hit home runs and be a hero all the time. So that's one. And McDermott, yes, anytime you start firing coaches during the season And, with Leslie Frazier last year who decided to take the year off and you're calling defenses and now you get rid of your coordinator. Yeah, and this is one of those teams that you keep getting there, but it keeps underachieving when you get to the postseason. Yes, a talented team. If they don't get in, they're going to visit that. And if they do get in and an early elimination, which is going to be tough, then you have to at least look at it and say, have we hit our ceiling with quarterback and head coach? Both are really good. Josh Allen's a great player, but you cannot turn the ball over at those times. The great ones just don't on a consistent basis. But if you're talking gifts, he's got as many. I just don't think Buffalo, there's something missing when it comes to the clutch gene as a team when it's that time that's Kansas City to have.
Talk with Sean Salisbury here on the Folsom Lake Honda Hotline. Sean, as far as Sunday for the Niners and Eagles, who needs this game more? Who's it more important for?
The 49ers, because the Eagles, they're now. I understand the cycle. I don't think there's anything psychologically that you're going to affect the Eagles this week. If you lose Philadelphia at home, after the late afternoon game, if you lose at home, you are still 9-2. You are still the lead dog for home field advantage throughout. I know the Cowboys lurk, but you'll convince yourself that, hey, aberration, because I think their mental toughness can handle the loss. And so can their record, quite frankly, because if they lose 2 of their next 6, they're still going to have home field advantage throughout the playoffs if they get to 14-3. Okay. That's going to get them home field advantage. So for the 49ers with 3 losses, and there's been some inconsistency at times. While I think they're still I had them going to the Super Bowl. I think when healthy, they can play snap for snap. I don't think they have to take a backseat to Philly. I just think with what's happened in the past recently, getting to the Super Bowl, it's new quarterback, your 7th round pick is playing quarterback. We're hoping we're healthy. I think that there's this twinge of, are we where we need to be yet as 49ers? I think they are, but I think that would be, it's a proof to go on the road in the most hostile environment they'll face the entire year, go on the road and win would bode huge for the 49ers. I think Philadelphia can handle a loss. 2 losses sounds a lot better than 4, even though it's at home. And a road victory against the best team in football sounds a lot bigger to San Francisco. I think the loss, the Eagles can build in the mental toughness, they can handle it excuse. But I think on the good side, it's a much bigger win for the 49ers than it is Philadelphia. Although, how can we state that? It's a huge win because I think they know they're going to see the 49ers again. But I think Philadelphia, with their record, can handle the loss. And I think the elevation of the win would be huge for the 49ers and their fan base. And quite frankly, their psyche in the building. Because the last time they visited there, they were without quarterback. He got hurt, and it wasn't real pretty. And there's a bone to pick, but I think that we'll see this again, and we'll probably see it at the same stadium later in the year.
Last thing for you real quick, Sean. I am just curious. Is there any stopping? Is it possible to stop the brotherly shove? And is this going to end up being Fridge Perry, the Wildcat? Or is it here to stay?
Well, if it was as easy as everybody makes it, I don't see everybody execute it like that team. They perfected it. I mean, they do. Listen. The injury, I'll tell you when it ends, Dave, Dan, make it simple, is if a player down there shreds a knee or blows out an ankle.
Yep.
And if it's a star player, that's when they'll say, let's revisit it. But right now, Philadelphia doesn't, teams like it. And if the rule states it, I'd run it from the 3-yard line. So I think it's dangerous, but I also know that we've got so much going on in football with minimizing the physicality of football. If nobody's getting hurt and they can execute it, find a way to stop them. Isn't that what we always say? And right now, nobody seems to be able to do it when they're inside that red zone, inside the 5.
That's Sean Salisbury each and every Tuesday. Brother, we're going to have a lot to talk about next week. I am so stoked. I can't wait. Have a great rest of your week. Congratulations on that rookie quarterback out there. That's got to be a hell of a story to cover. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, bud. Appreciate it. Look forward to it.
All right, take care. That's Sean Salisbury. We're late for a break. When we come back, 4 down territory before we get to who's hot, who's not, and Rolling Stones tickets. Don't go away. It's a action-packed, shall I say, final hour and a half on NBA Cup Day right here in your home of the Kings, Sactown Sports.
2 of the best the NFL and NFC has to offer meet Sunday in Philadelphia.
Purdy out of the shotgun, looks left, throws end zone. Caught! George Kittle in the back of the end zone.
It's the Philadelphia Eagles, owners of the top spot in the NFC, versus the San Francisco 49ers, who have had this game circled on their calendar for months. Join Greg Papa and Tim Ryan for all the exciting action Sunday at 1 on your home for 49ers football, Sactown Sports.
iPhone 15 Pro on Verizon.
For a limited time, trade in any iPhone in any condition for the new iPhone 15 Pro with titanium and iPad and Apple Watch SE, all on us with Unlimited Ultimate. Go to your local Verizon store now. iPhone requires Unlimited Ultimate plan first. Service plan required for iPad and Apple Watch. $999.99 device payment or full retail purchase with new smartphone line required first. Less $1,000 trade-in/promo credit. Up to $459.99 device payment purchase with new line on eligible plan required per Apple Watch or iPad. Less up to $459.99 promo credit per device apply. 0% APR. Additional terms and conditions apply.
This time of year, big box tool stores start to sell a whole bunch of not tools, from dancing Santas to plastic trees. At Northern Tool and Equipment, we'd rather sell you a 4-horsepower chainsaw fitted with a full chisel chain to cut down your own tree. And we have wood chippers come January, because you know, mulch. We're cutting prices on your favorite brands this holiday season. Save on Milwaukee, Steel, and Lincoln Electric in-store or at northerntool.com.
Who has the largest selection of golf merchandise in Northern California? The Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. It's the go-to store for golf bags, apparel, equipment, lessons, club fittings, novelty items, and more. With their low price guarantee, complimentary gift boxes, and gift cards for your golfer, it's the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Add convenient online shopping and effortless after-Christmas return policy, and you'll see why the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop is the #1 choice for golfers everywhere. At the Cap City Freeway or online at hagenoaks.com.
Prestigio Jewelers Black November sale is on all month long. Get amazing doorbuster deals while supplies last. 1-carat diamond earrings only $449. Wedding sets starting at only $899. 70% off gold chains and much more. Get quick and easy credit approval and low monthly payments at Prestigio Jewelers. No credit, bad credit, even bankruptcy, you're approved. Prestigio Jewelers guarantees your credit up to $10,000. Shop designer brands such as Cartier, Gucci, Bulova, and Citizen. Visit us today or online at prestigiojewelers.com. See store for details.
Yep, 'tis the season. Hi, if you're like me, you take pride in your gift giving. Well, I've got a terrific idea for you. Gift cards from the Good Feet store. Okay, so arch supports aren't exactly what they've been hinting for, but you know they'd love them. And with the Good Feet lifetime warranty, it's a gift they'll enjoy forever. Buy a Good Feet gift card now, and Good Feet will boost its value 20%. That's a 20% gift free from the Good Feet store. If you have someone on your list who's on their feet all day, has sore feet, knee, hip, or back pain, or even plantar fasciitis, maybe needs an energy boost, or just wants to maintain their active lifestyle, a Good Feet arch support gift card could be the perfect gift.
The Good Feet store in Sacramento, Roseville, Stockton, Modesto, and Vacaville. Online at goodfeet.com.
Mercedes-Benz of Stockton warmly suggests that you add a Mercedes to your holiday shopping list this year. With finance rates as low as 4.99% APR or 72 months on sedans, SUVs, and all-electric Mercedes cars, it's a great time to visit Mercedes-Benz of Stockton. Just 45 minutes from Sacramento, right off I-5. Family-owned Mercedes-Benz of Stockton, where we make buying your Mercedes a special event you'll never forget. mbofstockton.com.
Guys, did you know your testosterone level impacts your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED? And right now, Revive Men's Health Sacramento will check your testosterone for free. They've helped thousands of men since 2011 feel and perform better. They're so confident they can help you, they even guarantee it. Schedule your free testosterone test, exam, and consultation today. Call 916-277-8599. That's 916-277-8599. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
Waking you up with the best in local sports.
It's
the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross
on Sactown Sports.
Welcome back. Sorry for that delay. Jason gave me a bite of a wonderful chewy cookie.
Yeah. That was a big cookie.
We've all shared that one cookie.
That's a massive cookie.
It's done now, right? Or there's some crumbs. You can go for the crumbs.
Maybe.
It's called a monster cookie. It's not a crumble cookie. But it was in a sealed bag. It was part of a gift inside of a gift box.
Oh,
at
really?
The hotel we stayed at this weekend, which is abnormal, but I was appreciative. Took it home.
You're right. It's not crumble cookie level.
No, but good.
Good in a pinch.
Yeah.
What does that even mean, good in a pinch?
I don't know. Okay. But that's what it was.
4-down territory time, please.
Let's
give
do
us
it.
some music. Let's 4-down it out. Christopher Lott takes the reins, asks us questions. We give him answers. Question 1, please. First down.
Frank Reich will be head coach in the NFL again.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Safe. Yeah, because he's on that, coaching carousel. So at some point, he's probably I'm sure he's going to have to do the coordinator, this, that, whatever. But, you just keep recycling half these guys. He's one of them. And, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, he'll have learned some things. And they'll highlight his, what a great job he's doing as the offensive coordinator for the Titans. And someone will give him a shot, I think.
Yeah, I'm leaning no, but to your point, I feel like he might have to get it as a coordinator from someone, and then maybe that person steps down or gets fired, and then an interim job, and then maybe he keeps it. But, he's been fired in season the last 2 years, and this is year 1 on the job here at Carolina. Maybe that's more of a Carolina organizational thing, but I guess at this point I'll lean towards no, but I don't fully believe that.
He's coached part or all of 6 seasons. Most of those, of course, with Indianapolis. He was there 5 years. Was 40-33 in Indy.
Not bad.
With 2 playoff appearances in those 3 years, and of course 1-10 with Carolina. And I really like what you said earlier, which is, we don't know the ins and outs, but he sure as hell didn't have a lot to work with. There is not a lot to work with in Carolina whatsoever. Second down, please.
Do you think Frank Reich is the last coach fired in season?
I do not. There'll be someone fired in week 17, 18.
Which is weird.
It is. Someone will, get the boot at the very end, and they'll give, one of the coordinators a chance to, have a game, win one for the whoever's Center City there. Because if you're in a position to get fired at that time of year, don't you kind of want to lose that game, draft position, all that fun stuff? But it always happens. Someone will get fired.
Yeah, we've already had a couple, right? The Raiders did. We got Frank Reich now. I feel like it's going to happen again. We've had a couple guys reportedly close. So who was it last? Oh, Eberflus. Did he save his job? When you're asking that and you're winning a game 12-10, that coach is on a hot seat. Ron Rivera's on a hot seat. I don't know if Bill Belichick really is or not. There's enough people. Staley at the Chargers.
I was just going to say that's who's next.
So, I would say someone else gets
Brandon Staley's next. Yeah. I think that's the guy. Third down, please.
We had the 1,081st unique score in NFL history on Sunday when the Broncos beat the Browns 29-12 for a scoregami.
Scoregami!
What possible NFL score would catch your attention?
Okay, first off, I was kind of surprised. I know 29-12 is a weird score, but I was surprised. Yeah. It's a low enough score, average score.
We've seen 29 and we've seen 12.
Yeah, just not together. I don't know.
I got to say 70 caught my attention this year. That 70 is ridiculous, but would it be like 2-0?
I was going to say 3-2, 2-0, 4-0, 4-2. That would be insane.
Yeah.
Do you know that there have been 5 NFL games in history that have finished with a score of 2-0?
No.
When was the last one?
It was in 1983. It was the Chargers versus the Jets.
72.
Jason?
1971.
Oh, no. This is like your 10th anniversary here at the station. 1938 between the Bears and the Packers.
Oh, Packers.
Well, that was back when they were like, pesky leg Johnson with the catch.
Why would I throw the ball? You sound insane.
2-0. Would it feel like you went to a game?
Yes.
There we go.
Yeah, well, it's great to run the ball. It got dark there late. Didn't think we could do anything, but then everybody pulled their cars up and turned the lights on, and we had ourselves a dandy of a time.
Cars?
And horses.
What do you mean you got your bell wrong? That's good luck. Get in there.
You're only bleeding from the ears.
And don't forget, kids, 4 out of 5 doctors recommend Camel cigarettes. That's right, Camel cigarettes. Smoke them up, Johnny. Back to you. 69-3 be cool.
Okay.
I don't think there's ever been that one. There goes Chris. There goes Chris. Oh, speaking of Mongo updates.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about that? It's not okay. Yeah. I
Some outliers what would catch your attention.
Yeah,
Something
exactly.
Weird.
Now, if there was a score, you know what would also catch? It would be kind of like this. What would catch my eye is if I don't know, like if there was a scoregami that was like 10-6.
That's actually what I'd be curious. Like,
Yeah.
what
is the most
like
obvious one
that hasn't happened?
Yeah, where you're like, what? Like, I would have guessed if you'd have said, is 29-12? That's actually a fun little bit we could do.
Right.
Is 29-12 a scoregami? I would have said, yeah. Yeah, I think so.
It's already happened.
It's already happened.
But now it finally did.
Do you know what score we rarely see is like 32?
Yeah.
32 doesn't happen a lot.
Were you? I think you would have been around. Were you around at the station just for fun? Wink, wink. We did the 30 pool. You weren't?
I don't think so.
It was when there
Is
was.
that when Dave only needed 30% of the audience to stay?
Yes, that's right. That's right. That's 50.
Oh,
Club
50.
50. Club 50. Bracelets and everything.
We had 30 participants. There were 30 NFL teams, and each week you had, one hat had the names of the 30 people playing, and the other hat had the 30 teams. And so it might be Carmichael Dave, Tennessee Titans. So if the Titans scored 30, it had to be exactly 30, you won the pool. So it's all luck.
Wow.
And there was a lot of carryovers. And all you have to do is win once in a season, and it totally pays for it.
Did people win?
Yeah. I did win one time, and it was like a 3-week carryover.
You're kidding.
Of course, Jason won.
Once.
Of
Yeah.
course.
It was about a 3-year thing.
4th down, please.
Are you okay with the 49ers now being favored by 3 over the Eagles?
You know, I'm not.
Okay. Did it go down? What's the latest?
Let's take
Because
a
it was
look.
1, then up to 3.
Yeah, yesterday.
Probably moved again.
It probably did. It's probably going to move every day. Let's see. Week 13. Come on down. 3 points.
Still 3.
Let's see. What are the other 1 o'clock games we got to compete with here? Panthers, Bucks.
Well, I'm sure they'll show that one instead of the Panthers.
Can you imagine? What if they showed the Browns and Rams? And Niners, Eagles. Only 3 afternoon games.
America needs to watch Niners Eagles.
Here's the deal.
Here's the deal.
You got Seahawks, Cowboys on Thursday, right? Okay. Colts, Titans, Chargers, Pats, Lions, Saints, Falcons, Jets, Cards, Steelers, Dolphins, Commanders, Broncos, Texans, Panthers, Bucks, Browns, Rams, Chiefs, Packers, Bengals, Jaguars.
Wow, the second best game's either the Broncos, Texans, or the Jags, Bengals.
Well, I'll tell you this: the Jags, Bengals is not in the club. There is a club of 3 this week: the Broncos, Texans, the Seahawks, Cowboys,
and teams above 500.
The Niners and Eagles. Those are the only games involving teams.
What's the Sunday night game?
The Sunday night game is the Chiefs and Packers, but it's at Lambeau.
Okay.
Maybe we'll get some snow.
Yeah.
We'll take a break. When we come back, I have 2 questions.
Mm-hmm.
Who's hot?
Okay.
Who's not? I have 3 questions. Who's hot? Who's not? Is your backyard filled with frowny-faced dog poops? If so, you're obviously not using Supreme Source Super Premium Dog Food. That's right. The shareholders are the doggies. Yes. Everybody loves doggies. Why not? Take care of your doggy on the inside as well as the outside. Yeah, you take your dog to puppy spa day. But are you having a spa day for the gut? So important, short-term and long-term. Supreme Source Super Premium Dog Food Bark Bark is made with antioxidants, seaweed for Wonderful digestion. 6 flavors, 3 sizes, all interchangeable. You can get them at Safeway, Save Mart, Smart Final, Winco. You don't have to jump through all kinds of hoops like those doggies on TV do. Take care of your pooch. Take care of your pooch with the right dog food. Oh, by the way, it's not like $100 million either. At all. Very, very good pricing. So check it out today. It's Cream Source. Super premium dog food. Bark. Do more for your
2 of the best the
dogs,
NFL
tummy,
and NFC has
then
to
rub
offer
it.
meets Sunday in Philadelphia.
Out of the shotgun, looks left, throws end zone. Caught! George Kittle in the back of the end zone.
It's the Philadelphia Eagles, owners of the top spot in the NFC, versus the San Francisco 49ers, who have had this game circled on their calendar for months. Join Greg Papa and Tim Ryan for all the exciting action Sunday at 1 on your home for 49ers football, Sactown Sports.
Dell's Cyber Monday event is their biggest sale of the year. Shop limited time deals on laptops like the stylish, innovative XPS 13, engineered to do it all on the Intel Evo platform. Plus, save big on ultra-sharp monitors and top brand accessories. It's the perfect time to upgrade any home, business, or gaming setup powered by Intel Core processors. Shop now at Dell.com/deals to take advantage of huge savings and free shipping. Again, that's Dell.com/deals.
This is Jeff Scott. Did you know there's a way to outsmart COVID if you get it? Now, there are medicines that can treat COVID whether or not you've been vaccinated, which is great news, especially if you're over 50. If taken in the first 5 days of having symptoms, COVID medicines can help stop the illness from getting serious. Call a healthcare provider or the statewide COVID hotline at 833-422-4255 to learn more about COVID medicines. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
Celebrating over a century as a family-owned business, E.B. Stone has gathered invaluable insights into nurturing plant growth. Venture into indoor planting with E.B. Stone's Edna's Best indoor and outdoor potting soil. Watch your little plants flourish into ideal indoor companions for the whole family to relish during the holidays. E.B. Stone's indoor and outdoor potting soil is a meticulously crafted blend of essential ingredients. Your plants will thrive both indoors and outdoors. Trust E.B. Stone for the entire lifespan of your garden. Explore more gardening tips, products, and find nearby locations at ebstone.org. Wishing you a season filled with joy and flourishing greenery.
As we come together to celebrate the end of this long year, Stockton Honda has savings to bring us all cheer. Happy Honda Day savings and selection galore. Stockton Honda's online express purchase and great people give you more.
Save on 400 new Hondas at Stockton Honda during Happy Honda Days. Shop in person or online with our express purchase option.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
What's hot and what's not. Brought to you by American Energy Heat and Air, making the uncomfortable comfortable. Head to AmericanEnergyAir.com to find out more.
What's hot?
Yeah, hot. Real hot.
And what's not?
It's not good.
Brought to you by American Energy Heating and Air, Sacramento's complete heating and cooling company, and second opinion partner.
Who is hot?
De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, stereo. He currently leads the in-season tournament in points per game, averaging 39.5 points per in-season tournament game.
MVP.
That's going into tonight's game against the Warriors.
Hey, there's a question. Are they having
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You be the in-season tournament award MVP guy?
I'm sure they're going to do that.
You are?
Yeah.
Would you
Positive.
Would you bet your pool on that? But if you win, you get 2 pools.
Yes.
One that goes on top of the other pool.
Yes. Double-decker pool.
Oh, that'd be a really deep end.
Would you rather have a double-decker pool or an extended pool or just the same pool, but you have a slide out your bedroom window that goes straight to the pool?
Double-decker pool.
Really?
I don't need a slide.
Ha! Who says that? Who doesn't need a slide?
Are those, is it slides or diving boards aren't allowed anymore? Or
I
neither
did
one?
not know.
I mean, I
this.
think if it's grandfathered in, you're good.
Really? No, I was
Is it not.
I was looking at a slide on Amazon the other day. That's
maybe I'm making things up. Is that
yeah
by code or allowed? I don't know. I don't know what the rules are.
Oh, we don't talk about the code.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's probably diving boards.
Yeah,
I feel like diving boards are more deadly than slides.
I would agree.
Unless
with that.
not like mudslides. I'm talking about a pool slide.
Right.
Obviously, mudslides and.
What would you prefer to have, a diving board or a slide?
Oh, a slide.
Really?
100%.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Remember when Tom drew that picture of you down the slide?
Yes.
Yeah.
The only problem is that slide, you rocket into the water at 400 miles an hour. I was still getting water out of my ear like a week later.
Wow, rocket slide.
Exploded into my head, through my ear.
Yeah. So De'Aaron's hot.
Who's not hot?
Oh, I got to look away from my diving board question.
Doing research.
Josh Dobbs.
Yeah.
Josh Dobbs.
And Justin Fields. Last night, they combined for 380 yards passing. Not bad. 1 touchdown, 4 interceptions, 2 fumbles, and 5 sacks.
That's not great. They're not hot.
No.
I always like to try to add on, what else is not hot?
What's that?
The outside of the new rebranded King store that opened today.
Why is it not hot?
What is with this gold K? What is that? Why?
It's royalty.
What are we doing? Gold is not. No.
I don't have a problem with that.
It's Laker gold.
No.
Yes.
It's gold.
It's the Laker and Warrior color.
No.
Can we just get here? Why can't we do this rule? Okay. No yellow, no gold, no yellowy browns. Why can't we just do away with that color having to do with us? Because it's a primary color of both the Warriors and the Lakers, the two teams we hate the most. Why? It's not like I don't want the Niners to start having Kelly green uniforms.
I would think that gold is closer to the Niners gold than it is the Lakers and Warriors.
Yeah.
What
Get
color?
into it, sis.
No.
What color would you say is the Kings? What are they represented by?
Well, I know I'm in the minority here, but I think purple.
Okay.
But yet there's no
You're wearing blue.
But there's no purple.
And there's red.
Yes, and white.
And they have black.
Yes, and they have
And
gray.
they have purple. And they have gray.
But purple's like did it even have any purple in any of the uniforms this year?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they have like accents.
They needed the purple for the beam, Dave.
Oh.
Yeah. All the purple goes into the beam. We were lucky to keep these walls.
I personally think that the core of the Kings colors should all be built off of purple. I think that's what we think of with purple. Purple Roar, Purple Rain, REIGN, not the Prince one, but the Prince one's cool. I'm just saying the purple that's us. Why are we dinking around with?
Why are we wearing blue today?
I mean, that's kind of cool looking.
Oh, okay.
But it's not,
You're
but
dinking around.
You know what else isn't? This isn't. No, you don't see this with the Lakers.
What?
These colors, except maybe the white. Warriors.
They've got a blue jersey before.
Do they?
They have purple.
Well, they or let's get the Warriors and Lakers to give up gold because it should be ours, royalty. I understand that. And if we're gonna do gold accents, then it should be like bedazzled gold. It should be glittery gold.
Gold accents.
Yeah, gold. They got the gold accent. Like we should have glittery gold. Make it actual, real gold.
Glitter.
Take it from the river.
Take it from the river, the American River. American River.
That was absolutely insane.
Not this yellow K.
Yeah. K.
K. You know what? Not okay. Make it a purple K.
But then everything's purple.
Special K.
Everything. There's no purple special K. Positive K, the rapper from the 80s.
Yeah, I got a man.
What's
your man got to do with me?
I'm not trying to hear that. See, 5 people.
It's a
got
special
that.
K.
No, those 5 really enjoyed that, and they're still singing it.
They are.
You're
They're
welcome.
Still going.
Yeah.
What was it? There didn't special ed. What was it? Special K. Wasn't there positive K and special ed?
I don't know.
I think.
know about
Remember
positive
Video
K.
Jukebox? I swear they were both. It was Oaktown. It was Oaktown 357 with yeah. That was Ice Ice Baby, Snow's Informer. It was Positive K with I Got a Man. And I'm telling you, there was a rapper named Special Ed that had a hit that was in that same rotation. Okay. Chris, tell me I'm
crazy.
I'm crazy or I'm not crazy. Also,
okay, weirdo, party of one.
Should we do 3 in the key here?
I'm ready.
Are you ready? All right, let's get
ready.
Let's get right here, right now. Yeah. I was born ready. La, 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 la. Kings and Warriors up tonight, right here on Sactown Sports. 1140. All right. Kings Warriors.
We are looking for Dave.
He's right there. He's right in front of you.
Each team's largest lead. What will it be for the Warriors and for the Kings tonight?
I will say Warriors 7, Kings 13.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, because I have 8 and 11.
Oh.
Chris?
Warriors 6, Kings 17.
Okay. Dave, we are looking for, he was a nemesis in the postseason. Kevon Looney's offensive rebounds. Very specific stats.
3.
Okay, I have 4. Chris?
2.
Okay.
Yeah, fade yours down a little bit there, Chris. Okay.
No, I got a man. What's your man got to do
What's your man got to do with
I
me?
kick in like a turbo booster.
Wow.
Oh.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Jason's got bars.
Random stat.
Random stat.
And I have positive K lyrics.
Random stat. De'Aaron Fox will out. Is De'Aaron Fox outscoring Steph Curry a random stat? Probably not, right? No.
You can doll it up.
Random stat. Ooh, random stat. Trey Lyles and Draymond Green will draw with each other.
Ooh.
What?
Ooh.
Wait, what did I get?
I thought you were going to use a Trey Lyles one, which I was going to use.
Oh.
But it's not even close.
Not the same lineup. Thank good. I'm not trying to hear that, see?
Malik Monk, 20 or more points.
I see what you're doing there.
Okay. Chris?
Trey Lyles will have 15 points tonight. Or more.
Wow. Like how you threw the or more in there.
Yeah.
Just in case. Be a lame way to lose. He has 17. We're like, wrong. Loser.
Here we go.
Jess is here for J. Ross bars.
Hey, Jess. What's up?
Hey, Jess.
He's more of an Easy E guy.
Who is not stop on the radio?
On the radio.
Yeah.
Radio.
I'm Easy E. Yeah.
And I'm Easy E.
No.
I got girls galore.
He's got riches
He's
galore.
got women galore.
Yes.
Friends.
You may have a lot of riches, but he's got much more.
Yeah.
Is he the only rapper in history that could make Super Duper sound great in a lyric?
Sure.
We'll take a break when we come
We
back.
need one.
We really do. Niners at 9. We're going to give you the top 5 and bottom 5 of the week. Jason Ross rules. Remember, it's how they've done this year. But, Jason, you know how we're going to start the segment? Caller number 7.
Yes.
1-800-920-1140. Rolling Stones tickets. That's right. With songs like I Can't Get No Satisfaction and Jumpin' Jack Flash.
Yeah.
Right? And what's the one that's just a girl's name? Angie. Angie. That's if Creed sang it.
Yeah.
And so many more. Everyone loves the Rolling Stones, and you have a chance to go see them at Levi Stadium, July 17th. Hit up the Folsom Lake Honda hotline right now, 1-800-912-1140. We're calling number 7, Rolling Stones tickets. We'll be right back.
Has Monty put together a roster that can help make a deep playoff run this season?
Just trying to give coach options, give him guys that can help us win in a variety of areas. Obviously, our top guys are going to play every game, but there's going to be other times, whether it's injuries, matchups, we've got to have some variety on the bench for coach to point to and say, go in there and help us win.
Tune into every Kings game this season
on Sactown Sports and SactownSports.com.
All new spring deals are here at Lowe's. Start planting your garden this weekend with Bonnie 11.8-ounce vegetables. Buy 4 for $10. Plus, liven up your patios and decks with fresh blooms. Select 1.5-gallon hanging baskets or 2 for $20. Lowe's knows spring. Lowe's knows home improvement. Offers valid through 5/17. In-store only. Actual plant size and selection varies by location. While supplies last, excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
I know you know that, but are you prepared to keep your family warm all season long? At American Energy Heating and Air, their goal is to exceed your expectations of the heating and air industry by valuing the customer experience and making your home comfort system as efficient as possible for the most value. So book your $49 furnace tune-up and safety inspection today. Prevent dangerous gas leaks. Extend the life of that furnace and save on your energy bills. And here's the guarantee. This isn't a sales call. They're not getting in the door so they can try to sell you a bunch of stuff. No, they're just going to do what they say they're going to do. Call today to schedule an appointment at 916-520-9990 or go to AmericanEnergyAir.com. Been serving the greater Sacramento area since 1981. A-plus Better Business Bureau rating. Get your $49 furnace tune-up and safety inspection today. 916-520-9990. American Energy, making the uncomfortable comfortable.
Get year-end pricing during Happy Honda Days at Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop. Folsom Lake Honda is your one-stop Honda shop for great pricing on our entire selection of new CRVs, HRVs, Ridgeline Civics, and Accords. Plus, with low finance and lease options, now's the time to buy. Hurry in and save during Happy Honda Days at Folsom Lake Honda, or go to folsomlakehonda.com.
Folsom Lake Honda, yeah, your one-stop Honda shop.
Carmichael Dave here for Jiffy Lube, your proud sponsor of the Drive of the Game. Now listen to every Kings game for Gary Gerald's Drive of the Game call. Then listen to Jason and myself the next morning for a chance to win a $100 Jiffy Lube certificate, courtesy of all the Jiffy Lube locations in the greater Sacramento area. Get your vehicle ready for the holiday driving season at Jiffy Lube today. Oil changes, wiper blades, tire rotations, and more. For more information, go to jiffylube.com.
Yep, 'tis the season. Hi, if you're like me, you take pride in your gift giving. Well, I've got a terrific idea for you. Gift cards from the Good Feet store. Okay, so arch supports aren't exactly what they've been hinting for, but you know they'd love them. And with the Good Feet lifetime warranty, it's a gift they'll enjoy forever. Buy a Good Feet gift card now, and Good Feet will boost its value 20%. That's a 20% gift free from the Good Feet store. If you have someone on your list who's on their feet all day, has sore feet, knee, hip, or back pain, or even plantar fasciitis, maybe needs an energy boost, or just wants to maintain their active lifestyle, a Good Feet Arch Support gift card could be the perfect gift.
The Good Feet store in Sacramento, Roseville, Stockton, Modesto, and Vacaville. Online at goodfeet.com.
KHTKAM Sacramento, KYMX HD2 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios, your flagship station for the Beam Team.
Should we light the beam? Light the beam, baby.
Sactown Sports. The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone. And then boom,
with Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
At the midday show.
That's right.
What
Let's
are
kick it.
Real quick, because we got to get to our top and bottom five here. Simone, what are you asked to do when it comes to prepping? Do you do anything in the rundown?
I am waiting for them to get into the rundown. I'm looking at it right now, and it looks like notes from yesterday. I don't know if I've said too much.
You probably have. I mean, they definitely have, but that's fine. We're all family.
I think they're starting their meeting right now.
They're starting their meeting. Wow, they have daily meeting. Well, much like we do.
We do it 5.
We do it 5 every day. It's usually 4:30, depending on
Sorry.
420.
Yeah, you were
I've
late.
been a little late.
Easy there, Tiger. So, what are you gathering? Sound?
I am. Yes, we have an important dog of the game segment that I am cutting sound for.
You have a dog of the game? That is great. Is it an actual dog?
Yes.
That's great. So, like today's dog of the game is the Yorkshire Terrier.
Yeah.
His name is Simon.
Did you see that collie on
Simon.
the
dog
horse
show
last night?
Collie on a horse?
No, course.
Course.
On the obstacle course.
Oh no!
Just flew through it.
Where was that? Was this actual competition?
Yeah.
On
your
what?
wheelhouse.
Pink. That was the
is.
dog's name. Pink.
Pink. Wait,
P
what?
exclamation point NK.
Well, what was this?
no.
Was this like dog agility?
Yeah.
On ESPN?
I think it's like the dog show. Like
I have it. I have them.
How did Pink do in the swimsuit competition?
That's a great point. I have them DVR'd. You can see her nipples. It's not cool, man. She had 6.
You can't say that word anymore, remember?
What?
They said that.
Who said that? Was that in the meeting?
Yeah.
We were laughing at.
You were in the
Yeah,
front
this
row.
is very important.
All
That's
right.
when you stole Tom's phone.
Yeah, and Whitey narked me off. Yeah, I remember that very well. You don't remember that?
I do.
I grabbed Tom's phone, and then Whitey immediately turns and goes, "He took your phone." Whatever, Kevin. Thanks a lot, narc. Oh, by the way, Kevin and Kyle coming up this afternoon as well.
Yeah.
We never crossed.
It'll be Kyle and Henry, the High Flyers.
That's what I was about to say.
I knew you were.
High fly coming in.
If you've seen the pictures, it looks like Whitey's having an amazing time in Japan.
Is he still there?
Yeah. Well, this is so he was gone for a while. Yeah.
Jeez.
He'll just go there for a day.
Exactly. Come on, dude.
Go there for 3 days. I went to England for like 4 days.
If you went to Japan, what would you eat?
Oh my God, so much, but also not a lot. Like, no, for real. Japan's on my bucket list. It's number 2 behind Rome. I want to go to Japan so bad. But
I'm always thinking about the Roman Empire, Dave.
Always, 100%. Now, here's the thing. Some of my favorite food is Japanese food. Like, I would have about 25% of that cuisine dialed in. I would be in heaven. The sushi, the ramen. Also, there's things in Japan I'm not going anywhere near. I'm not eating anything that looks at me, dude. That's not happening.
That's all food.
Makuni Taro was over there. You know what? He took a picture of they were eating. Here's what's not happening. Sashimi.
What?
Well, why wouldn't you eat sashimi, Dave? Well, if it's chicken, I'm not eating it.
They prepare it.
I don't
differently.
care. I don't care.
They don't have like our gross chickens.
I don't.
That's right.
I don't care
Tell
if
him.
it's the farmiest, rangiest. I don't care. I'm not eating. Are you going to try chicken sashimi on the road?
If he offered it to me,
Yes,
I would try it.
respectfully.
Respect
please.
this. No, thank you. No, I'm not trying to spend 72 hours straight in the bathroom, bro, in Japan. Sorry, although I'm sure they're awesome bathrooms. Not doing it.
The bidets are nice.
Chicken sashimi. Have you been?
To Japan?
Yeah.
No.
Everybody knows about the
bidets?
The bidets.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's bidets the day that we do our power rankings right now. Top 5 and bottom 5. Give us thank you. Give us a song and let's do it. Hello, Jason Ross.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm great.
Have
How
you
are
ever
you?
used a bidet?
No.
Let me tell you
But I'm
something.
intrigued.
Game changer, bro. Changer. Like complete game changer. Especially the ones with the air dry and the warm
I was
knob.
to say, is the water warm?
Yeah, well, the one I use, you can crank it all the way up to 11.
It's one of those things like, wait, what?
This one goes to 11.
Yeah.
It's a little shock to the system.
It is at first.
Yes.
It's a shock to
A
the
pleasant shock.
It is, but then, like, how do I say this? 35 minutes later, you realize you probably should leave, but you don't want to. It's like there's a lot of ooh in there.
Somebody in there. Somebody in there.
I'm busy.
We ran out of water.
Anyone who's used a bidet, by the way, is like nodding their head right now, like, yeah, it's true. And then you can put different like Kool-Aids in there and stuff, flavors.
Kool-Aid?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's crashing through. New car smell. There's all kinds of fun stuff. The little vanilla leaf. It's a blast.
Yeah.
Literally. Try bidets. They're a
What was I
blast.
supposed to do today? That's right.
Have a blast.
A blast. All right. Shall we go bottom 5?
Yes.
Just talking
Bottom
bidets.
5.
Bottom 5.
All right. I'll go 28 to 32, my 5. Here
Yeah.
you go. First time they've been on this list, I think, but they got to get there. So many of the teams at the bottom won this week,
Yeah.
but I'm putting the Commanders in there for the first time at 28 29, they did win, but they're still just awful. The Giants. 29. 30. Better with Kyler Murray, still bad. Cardinals. 31. I wanted to put them last.
Yeah, you did.
But I kept them at 31. The Patriots and the Panthers still have just the one win. They just fired their coach, 32. So I go Commanders, Giants, Cardinals, Patriots, Panthers in my bottom 5.
So we have like a lot of the same stuff. Here's my thing. Like, we're at the point of the season where, like, you could put these teams in any order.
Yeah.
They just all suck.
Yeah.
I have at number 5, the 5th worst team. I have the Arizona Cardinals.
Okay.
Followed by the Bears.
The Bears.
I don't care that they won. They're stupid.
Come on, 12-10, a thriller.
The Giants, the Pats.
Yeah, the Pats.
And you got to put the Carolina Panthers in there. The Carolina Panthers who hey, Simone, remind me. I got a question about bidets.
Okay.
I'll ask you at the break.
Okay.
Very important question.
It's not airworthy.
Top 5?
Top 5.
All right, number 5. They're making an appearance in my top 5 this week.
What?
Dallas Cowboys.
No.
I know they haven't beaten anybody significance, but they keep winning. They win comfortably. They've looked good. Dak's had a good season besides the big games. So Cowboys 5. The Chiefs, number 4. The Ravens, number 3. Got the top 2 teams battling this week. Number 2, 49ers. Number 1, the Eagles. I'm giving respect to the Eagles with a 1 loss. I think the Niners are the better team.
Yeah.
But I'm going to do it this way. So Cowboys, Chiefs, Ravens, Niners, Eagles.
Our top 4 is the exact same with I flip-flopped the Chiefs and Ravens. But
okay, I get it.
I have the Eagles 1, Niners 2. Number 5, this is really a mishmash. Because I think there's 4 teams you can put in there: the Jags, the Dolphins, the Cowboys, and the Lions.
Yep.
I didn't like the way the Lions lost. Jared Goff looked dumb. I still remember the Jaguars getting pasted by the Niners, so that makes it tough. So it's between the Dolphins and the Cowboys. Here's the bottom line for me. The Cowboys haven't beaten any team that is like playing on 2 legs. Like, they're terrible.
I saw a stat, actually. I think it was on one of these shows earlier today, that those 2 teams specifically have 1 win against teams above 500. And the irony is it's the Dolphins and it's now the Broncos, who they beat 70 to.
That's hilarious.
But they're now above 500.
That is, you know what? You're right. The
so
Dolphins,
neither one's beating anybody.
Chargers, Patriots, Giants, Panthers, Patriots.
Cowboys and Dolphins are the same team.
You're absolutely, you know what?
As far as resume.
You're absolutely right.
But that's fine. I pick Cowboys, you take Dolphins.
And the Dolphins' only losses, the Eagles, the Chiefs, and the Bills.
Maybe that's better than the Cowboys, because the Cowboys had that loss to the Cardinals. But
anyway, there you go. That's why.
Nice.
Gosh, eh?
Yeah.
We'll take a break. When we come back, let's preview tonight's game. Draymond's back, and you're gonna be a trouble. We've got or hopefully not, Fox Brown and Lyle's audio, and so much more. Let's preview the Kings, everybody. Let's do it next.
On the move? Got somewhere to be?
Take Sacramento Kings basketball with you. The Sactown Sports app will let you stay connected to your passion. Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with the Sactown Sports app.
In this market, you'll find Fisher Investments is different than other money managers.
Different how? Aren't we all just looking for the hottest stocks?
Nope. We use diversified strategies to position our clients' portfolios for their long-term goals.
You don't just provide cookie-cutter portfolios?
No, we tailor our clients' portfolios to their goals and needs.
But you still sell investments that generate high commissions for you, right?
No, we don't sell commission-based products. We're a fiduciary, the highest standard of care for a financial advisor. It means we're obligated to act in our clients' best interest.
So when do you make more money? Only when your clients make more money?
Yep, we have one transparent management fee structured, so we do better when our clients do better.
Sounds like you really look out for your clients.
We do, because our priority is helping them achieve a comfortable retirement. That might be why most of our clients come from other money managers. Visit FisherInvestments.com to find out why investors like you switch to us. Fisher Investments, clearly different money management.
Investments in securities involve the risk of loss.
Purple. It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on your local sports leader, Sactown Sports.
A lot of bidet talk during the break. Hey!
Domantas Sabonis. Hey! Domantas Sabonis. Hey! Domantas Sabonis.
All right, we'll get the timing
Okay,
right.
maybe we start with that should be the song that the team comes out to.
Hello? Yeah. Or because they're going to have the intros and all that. As soon as the intros are done, then this should be your jump ball song. And Domantas Sabonis is the one there it is. And Sabonis is the one at the at center court taking the jump. So
see, we need to get fresh on it. That's been our problem.
Yeah, because Mo's been worthless. Let's just be honest. Yeah, I mean, I love him like a brother. But, he's like, well, I tried. Well, what'd you do? Oh, they didn't pick up on it. What do you know? It's crazy.
Hey, nobody follow what I'm doing. Domantas Sabonis. Oh, no one's doing it.
Yeah. No one's doing the secret Domantas Sabonis chant you're supposed to pick up on. Well, hopefully, speaking of bidets, the Kings can wipe the Warrior berries off their backside tonight.
Okay.
Right?
Sure.
You like that segue?
Love it.
As it's Cup night. And we'll give you Cup dates tomorrow on everything.
Yeah, we'll know schedules and all that stuff.
That's exactly right. It's a big, big deal. The Kings, it's very simple. Win and you're in.
Yes.
You win, you're in.
Lose and we do some math.
Lose and it's like...
There's still a decent chance of getting in. Actually.
Yeah, I mean, is it as simple? I feel like there's other things going on, but
there is.
But realistically, if the Kings lose by less than 13 to the Warriors, aren't they still in? Kind of.
Most likely, because that's the head on the plus margin, scoring margin with the Warriors. Yes, but you still have to factor in the T-Wolves potentially.
But they beat the T-Wolves.
They did, but the T-Wolves beat the Warriors. All three would have beat each other. So that's point differential.
But then if the Warriors beat the Kings, they're in. Like they're the winners.
Yes.
Okay. So then
I believe so. Wait, maybe that has to go head to head.
That's what I'm wondering. And then so if the Warriors are in, then that leaves the T-Wolves and the Kings vying for the wild card.
Not going to happen.
Not going to happen.
The Phoenix Suns are already 3-1, and they have a plus 34. So the Kings are like plus 20 something. If they lose, they're obviously going down.
Oh,
Kings
so they
can only win the
group. Oh,
yeah.
So if the Kings lose by less than 13 tonight, how are they still not in?
Because this is going to be random, but the T-Wolves would have to win by like
46,
something absurd.
So if the T-Wolves if the T-Wolves
and they play first, so we'll know what they've done.
But if the T-Wolves win by 20 and the Kings lose by less than 13 tonight, they're in. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that seems
that's the number.
That seems doable.
Yeah. But it's that weird feeling like, hey, oh man, lost the Warriors again, but they're going to the Cup. Yeah.
Here's a question. Somebody asked us yesterday if the if the Kings go to the Cup this year, and are we down there?
I know we have our insiders going.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know for a fact that I will be going.
Yeah.
Chris Watkins will be going, and Whitey Gleason will be going.
Well, why is Whitey going?
Because we were the ones on board from the in-season tournament from the very beginning. And I said the most important thing anyone could ever say.
Which was?
Dibs.
Oh. So you're taking Dan Dibley?
And once you say dibs, I mean,
that's it. It's like Dippin' Dots.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're
it.
yours. Honestly, I mean, if you're going to go to Vegas, go in the wintertime, but still, that's just such a crap hole town. I mean, I'm the one who doesn't like it.
I love Vegas.
You love I
haven't been there in such a long time. I haven't been there post-COVID.
Really?
Yeah.
I like Vegas.
Yeah, well, I would go. I want to see the Sphere.
It's cool.
I wouldn't mind that, but you love Vegas too?
Yeah.
It's cool, man.
Yeah.
Sphere's cool.
Get Jason and I at a blackjack table.
Oh, forget about it. Chris and I have owned a blackjack table before.
Have you?
Yeah. Well, we both sat there for a while.
You bought a
gave up money.
But you owned it.
Then there's Sean Thomas. Jeez.
Wow. That was
Sean
Salisbury.
Cunningham.
Cunningham.
Staying for 5 minutes and like, oh, well, this is my money now.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Sean. Do they even have $5 tables anymore?
Oh, I don't
No.
know.
Not like on
maybe
the strip.
old Vegas, Fremont. What is it, Fremont?
There's
Yeah.
the Tropicana or
Yeah.
some lame casino.
They give you money to play.
You play for 5 minutes and you get the free buffet with all the leftover food from the Aria.
Binions, I bet, at the $5 table.
Sashimi.
Binions.
Chicken sashimi at Binions.
Yeah,
chicken
Binions.
sashimi.
Binions sounds like a foot disorder, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Funyun.
Oh, that's why.
That sounds like a chip.
Yeah, that does sound like a chip.
Oh, Funyun.
No, that sounds like something that you do at Disneyland. Hey, Clay Thompson got mad at Tim Kawakami yesterday, and hopefully he'll still be sad tonight, as a matter of fact.
Believing in his guys, especially the starting lineup. Won championship not too long ago. Having patience, letting guys kind of, find their game. How aware are you of that kind of patience, and how much do you value it?
What do you want me to bench me?
No. It's like that's
bench Wiggs.
I don't think I said that.
Okay. I mean, if you could suggest it, it's fine. But I mean, thanks, Steve, I guess. Like, I don't know. Sometimes you earn these things like patience and time to find yourself. And I think history is on our side when it comes to that stuff.
You say that. Have you heard people say that, or
No, I don't care what people say. Like, they don't do what we do. They can't do what they do. That's why they talk. Why would I? Like, come on.
Oh, minor mistake from Clay there. Did you catch that? He goes, they can't do what they do. This is such a good classic line. Exactly. I don't care what people say.
Dork.
Better outcome. Clay hosting a radio show or us playing for Clay. Can't do what we do.
Yeah, can't do what we do. Can't do what we do. I don't care what they say at this point in my career. I mean, there is some kind of truth to that.
Yeah.
You don't care. At one point, you just don't care.
It's funny when athletes say that because sometimes you're like right away, yeah, you care.
Yeah, you do care.
Yeah.
You've obviously heard.
Don't read that stuff. If you don't, someone's told you.
If you don't read
heard.
it, you have somebody that sends you
told you.
clips.
Yeah.
Somebody told you, somebody's sending you links, all that fun stuff. Trey Lyles is talking about playing against the Warriors again.
They got us the first 2 games, so we want to make sure that we don't go down 0-3 in the season, head to head. So we just got to come out there and compete and fight like it is a game 7. So I think it'll be okay.
That's another part we haven't really discussed. I mean, I guess it's logical that the Warriors have beaten the Kings twice. They could win the season series already. I don't know if that's going to be a factor later, but yeah, you want to avoid that if you can. And still odd to me that the Kings have lost to 3 teams. That's it. Houston, the Warriors, and the Pelicans.
Uh-huh.
How many times have the Warriors beat Trey Lyles this season?
None. How many times have the Warriors beat the Kings without Keegan Murray? None, I think. Which, by the way, Keegan Murray not playing, but most doubtful. Yeah. He's probably not going to play. Mike Brown talked about him practicing.
He looked fine today. He went through the whole practice without having to sub out, or he went through every drill, and so he looked fine. I haven't talked to the medical group yet to see if he's going to play tomorrow, but he did go through all practice the whole day.
Okay.
Well, doesn't sound like he's going to play tonight.
It's interesting, though, if he went through a full practice. Generally, that's the rule of thumb. Remember there was what was it when Fox kind of went from all of a sudden, like, I'm not sure. And then, he's in, he's starting, no restrictions. I'm like, wow, okay, good.
Which you'd like for Keegan to be able to do that tonight. But honestly, I'm not going to lie. Like, this is one of those Sunday problems. Like, Sunday shows up and it's still a weekend, but you also know that you have to get your crap together for work the next day. So you're kind of depressed. Like, I'm all focused as we all are on tonight's game, but this Keegan injury is really worrying me, like, because it's a back.
Yeah. So then, I mean, if he doesn't go tonight, I mean, you sit him tomorrow too, right?
I would hope so.
And then you have till Saturday.
But like, don't mess around with this.
Right.
Like, please don't mess around with this.
You want this to be the only injury he has for the season, not something, oh man, the back's still bothering him and it's 2 months from now.
We'll take a break when we come back. What to watch tonight? Obviously, the game of the night, Warriors and Kings, but there's a lot of really cool games on tonight, including Thunder at Timberwolves. That's going to be fun. And then we got Crosstalk, Styles and Watkins, celebrity birthdays, what day of the week is it, and more. The final half hour of the program starts next.
The inaugural NBA in-season tournament group play stage is almost complete. The runway to Vegas is narrowing, and the teams that can qualify is shrinking. The Sacramento Kings control their own destiny, but standing in their way a familiar foe, the Golden State Warriors.
It's simple. Win and the Kings go on to the knockout stage. Listen to every thrilling moment Tuesday at 7 on your home of the Kings, Sactown Sports and the Sactown Sports app.
Power Business Technology is proud to be 100% independent, locally owned, and managed Toshiba copier dealer. Local ownership cuts out the red tape, allowing ourselves to never be too busy to personally answer the call when our clients need us. Recognized for excellence in service execution, training, and customer service, we're proud to be named a 2022 Toshiba ProMasters Elite Dealer. Contact us today for all of your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729, or visit us at powercopiers.com.
Does your dog leave frowny piles of poo around the yard? Did you know that a solid poo is one of the best indicators of your dog's gut health? Supreme Source Super Premium Dog Food is made with organic super seaweed and other powerful antioxidants, supporting a healthy digestive system. Real protein is always the first ingredient, plus a blend of essential vitamins and minerals to help support your dog's overall health and well-being. Do their digestion a solid, literally. Find Supreme Source Premium Dog Food at Safeway, Save Mart, and Winco, or a local grocery store near you.
Visit Boot Barn this week to save on quality holiday gifts. We're offering holiday specials this week only, where you can get up to $40 off Western boots for men and women, and 25% off select men's outerwear, Western shirts, and work pants. We're also offering savings on a large assortment of men's jeans, including buy one, get one free deals. Visit us this week to save on top quality holiday gifts. Boot Barn, unwrap the West.
Sactown Sports is home to the Kings, Niners, and now the business of sports. Hosted by Kelly Brothers and brought to you by Cap Trust, offering customized, independent financial advice at captrust.com. Join Kelly Brothers, Carmichael, Dave, and Jason as they look at the business of sports every Thursday at 7:40 a.m. You want to know how sports really work? Follow the money with Kelly Brothers from Cap Trust on Sactown Sports.
Don't you just love this time of year and the holidays when families get together to make memories? Hi, this is Frank LaRosa with a word about Naturewood Home Furnishings. From the time I was a youngster, the family table was always filled with a gathering of grandparents, aunts and uncles, brothers and sisters. Those are memories that will live with me forever. Naturewood Home Furnishings Holiday Home Sale going on right now gives you the opportunity to find the perfect holiday gift that will last a lifetime. You'll find unique gifts like gleaming accessories for every room, now 20% off. During Naturewood's Holiday Home Sale, you'll find savings all around the store for every room in your home. Find your perfect bit of Christmas for your home at Naturewood Home Furnishings Holiday Home Sale going on right now. The memories you make with your family will be with you forever. Naturewood Home Furnishings, off Highway 50 at Hazel. Look for the water wheel.
This holiday season, don't let the HVAC Grinches steal your comfort. At Good Guys Heating and Cooling, we're spreading warmth and joy with our exclusive $49 tune-up or troubleshooting special, valued at $99. While the other guys may be Grinches. The Good Guys are the holiday heroes. Our expert technicians will ensure your home stays cozy and warm all season long. So don't be left out in the cold. Call Good Guys Heating and Cooling at 530-GOOD-AIR now to schedule your $49 tune-up or troubleshooting appointment. That's 530-GOOD-AIR or book online at goodguysheatingcooling.com. License number 1057618.
As we come together to celebrate the end of this long, long year, Stockton Honda has savings to bring us all cheer. Happy Honda Day savings and selection galore. Stockton Honda's online express purchase and great people give you more.
Save on 400 new Hondas at Stockton Honda during Happy Honda Days. Shop in person or online with our express purchase option.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
Waking you up with the best in local sports.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross
on Sactown Sports.
One of our longtime listeners reminding me on the text line at 916-339-1140 that mark February 18th on your calendar because that's the Daytona 500. Well, I sure will.
It's marked.
Can't wait. The biggest race of the year to start off the year. people say NASCAR's backwards. Like, it literally is backwards.
Yeah.
Hey, let's have the Super Bowl in September. What? Let's put the BMW Championship, the playoffs, in January.
Yeah, pitchers and catchers report World Series.
World Series time. Well, once again, I always do a breakdown. Don't mind doing it. It'll still be the same in February. There will be cars racing around 200 miles an hour. They will all go left. No one will use their turn signal. Towards the end of the race, there will be a bunch of crashes. 50-50 chance it ends in a yellow card or whatever, it's a flag thing.
Yellow card.
Yellow flag. And some guy named J-Ton Almendinger Jr. is going to win the whole thing and drink, I think, a glass of milk.
I'd like to thank Pepsi, one of our core sponsors. I also like to thank P&G. They've been with us from the beginning. Great products.
What were you thinking coming out of turn 3 and passing Marty Truex the third? How did that work for you in your Chevy tires?
Oh, Marty was running a heck of a race. I got with my teammate James. He got right behind me. We put it into overdrive. Got away with the win. Just love our guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, Randy Travis. And then he comes out and says, I mean, look, my dad loves it.
God bless the USA.
Was he the one that sang the song where it was like, we're going to bomb you and courtesy of the red, white, and blue?
No.
Who was that?
I know who you're talking
We're
about.
coming after you. We're coming to rain down hell courtesy of the red, white, and blue. What? Are you singing a song about, okay. Then rolling around the track. Woo! Let's go. The only good thing about NASCAR is sometimes they fight each other. That's kind of funny.
That's fun.
Yeah,
Okay.
Well, they're like 5'8", 115 pounds.
Seriously, just
slapping each other.
Just having
big.
A slap off. Just slapping each other. I love it. Brought to you by Goody's Headache Powders.
Mm-hmm.
I've never tried that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so looking forward to the Daytona 500. Warriors Kings tonight. TNT, also Sactown Sports. So Katie gets a night off. All of them do. They just get to watch.
That's right.
So that'll be neat.
I'd rather work.
Would you?
Yeah.
Would you rather work the game than watch the game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've only had it happen once where I've gone to a game since I've been working for as a fan. I had something else I had to come in for late, so I got there like in the second quarter. I didn't like it at all.
Why was that? In what scenario were you not working?
I was coming in from out of town. There was I think it was like a seminar or something I had to attend a few years ago.
I got you.
And then I was like, well, I'm flying in.
Right.
I think Deuce was working for me.
Okay.
I'm like, well, I want to go to the game. And I got there like in the second. It was actually the night that they traded for Harrison Barnes.
Oh, really?
And was Shumpert traded that? It was a weird night in the building already. And they got just destroyed by the Rockets. But it was weird. I didn't like sitting in the stands to watch it. I don't know. It goes faster when you're working. There's just a lot more stuff going on. You're obviously working too. And
I feel like if I worked every game being able to sit amongst the crowd and actually be a fan would actually be, I'd be like, I really enjoy that. I don't get to do it that often. That's weird.
Yeah. I had the opposite feeling.
I mean, to each their own.
And maybe also in defense, it was not a very good game.
Hey, you remember when I used to do pre-half and post fill-in?
Uh-huh.
That was great.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Might happen again. You never know.
I don't think it's ever going to. I think I hung that jersey in the rafters.
Retired at the top.
Bulls Celtics, nobody cares. Raptors Nets, very few people care. But it's a full thing. Bucks and Heat, that's your 4:30 TNT game. Yeah, that will be good.
Go quickly so the Kings don't slide.
Yeah, just keep
it on time.
I'm looking forward to the Thunder and Timberwolves. 11-5 versus 12-4. The Timberwolves are 7-1 at home.
Mm-hmm.
Who was that one loss against?
Let me see. Kings.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
And the Thunder are 6-1 away.
Yeah.
Who's that loss against?
Let me see. The Kings.
Oh, it was the Kings. Battle of Texas, Rockets and Mavericks. The Rockets are 8-6. They're 0-5 on the road. I didn't have that on my bingo card, either of those. And then, of course, the premier game, because everything else, the last tip-off's at 5:30. Warriors and Kings are almost going to have the whole slate to themselves by the time that one 5:30 game, the Rockets and Mavericks, is ending. Then it'll be the Warriors and Kings. God, sorry, East Coasters. It's starting at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Come on.
Stay up late. Enjoy Enjoy the best that basketball has to offer.
I was in Cincinnati for those first few games, and it sucked.
Man, that sucks, right? Yeah. Is Cincinnati 3 or 2 hours?
3.
Ugh. They're right on the edge, aren't they, though? Or no? I feel like that's right.
No, Indiana is.
Isn't Ohio isn't like kind of Midwesty? No, is it East Coast? Is it East Coastier than I think?
Yeah, I don't know what they claim to be.
I feel like
by nature, I would say that's Midwest.
Because I think of it in college football terms.
Yeah,
like they're in the Big Ten, they're in the Midwest,
right? But they're in the Eastern time zone.
I feel like they're the East. They're the Eastern Midwest or the Western East Coast. By the way, is Nevada West Coast? Somebody, I was arguing with somebody the other day.
That it was?
No, I was arguing against. They were saying, dude, it doesn't have to be on the, like Sacramento's West Coast. It's not on the coast.
No. I feel like coast is on the
You have to have a coastline to be on the coast.
They said, yeah, but we're considered like we're West Coast time. His argument was Pacific time. His argument was if you're on Pacific time, you're West Coast.
Yeah.
No, well, then like part of Idaho is West Coast.
That it's a weird. I mean, I think it's all relative. Like someone, I'm sure if you've run into someone, some other part of maybe when you've gone to when you go to London and you're like, oh, where are you from? It's probably easier to say California than Sacramento.
It is.
But if you said Sacramento, people are like, oh, you see stars, you right by LA. It's like, I mean, from London, yes, but no, or not.
What are you talking about in England? They ask you that in the Midwest.
That's true. Point. I actually I do say Sacramento just as a point of reference, but you're right. And they're like, oh God, the weather just amazing. And then how far are you from the beach? Do you live next to Brad Pitt and all that stuff? And I'm always like, yes.
That's exactly
no, Brad Pitt lives next to me. He rents out my place.
And high school when I'd get out to that, I'm like, oh yeah, I actually surf to school.
100%.
Uphill.
Yeah, he does. Brad Pitt lives next to me. He lives over in Morgan Creek. That's where Brad Pitt lives. So we got a lot of stuff to watch tonight. We're very excited about this. Bottom line, let's go, Jason. How the Golden State Warriors? We'll do the old sports talk thing here. The Golden State Warriors will win tonight if they score more points than the Kings. But what do they need to do to? How do the Warriors win tonight?
Score more points than the Kings.
Okay, good answer.
I would think it has to be one of those days where what they've done well against the Kings in the past has to happen again, and part of that is Steph, which he's a huge part of their success. So he has to have one of those nights. And then those complementary pieces like Draymond gets right back in the mix. They get their 30 assists. They get their offensive rebounds. And then they try to slow down the Kings a little bit.
Do you think we could land on, and there's no guarantee it would work, but I want to something that's realistic, but like if the Kings are able to do this, or if the Warriors don't do this, the Kings win. So I would say number one, maybe if the Kings have more offensive rebounds than the Warriors,
it's probably a path to victory.
If Steph Curry scores below 30.
Usually, yes. Now, the last game he did go below 30 and the Warriors won, but that was really close. And then also the Kings didn't have Fox.
If Domantas Sabonis has a triple-double.
Yeah, now I feel like he's a guy that needs to play well against the Warriors, right? That if there was some sort of fair or unfair label to him against the Warriors in that series, they did a good job against him. I feel like now every time they play them, that's a matchup I always look at, is how does he play? So if he has a triple-double, that's going to be great for the Kings.
Other than a De'Aaron Fox free throw dunk in which he crotches up both Draymond and Kevon Looney, I would love for the first points of this game to be a corner free throw Domantas Sabonis jumper. I really I need him to showcase the work he did in the offseason and draw Kevon Looney out to guard him on the elbow.
Yeah.
Or as I like to say, corner of the free throw line. If he can nail that elbow jumper down, and what I mean by that, I'm serious. I'm talking like 70%. Like he needs to make 3 of 4, 4 or 5, something like that, enough to where if I'm Steve Kerr, sit back on Domantas Sabonis and make him beat us from the outside. Okay, well then beat us from the outside. Because I don't think under any circumstance they're bringing Kevon Looney out. I don't care. I think they're going to live with it and say we're going to lose. I don't think they're bringing Kevon Looney out. They can't. And just let Draymond Green alone in there.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was saying, who else feels really important in this matchup to me is Gary Payton.
Yeah.
Second, GP2, who he guards, what he scores. Like he's in that kind of like that dunker spot. Sometimes he hides in the corner for three. Like if he makes just enough threes and gets a couple of baskets to go with what he does for them defensively, I feel like he's really important too.
I'm with you. I'm with you on a more obvious one, I think. I mean, because I think you do make a good point with him. He does seem to sting us from time to time. Very curious as to how Andrew Wiggins does.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't had the greatest year.
You want to bench him?
I didn't say that. Can't do what we do.
Yeah.
But if Wiggins is having one of those nights where he's hitting everything, and he's just flying all over the place.
Good version of the Warriors.
It's a really good version of the Warriors. Wouldn't mind having a good Davion Mitchell night.
Nice.
We talked about Duarte. We talked about Trey Lyles. I think we're both kind of going to the same thing. I mean, maybe Duarte does get the start tonight, but those bench guys, we need the bench to step up.
Yeah.
Our starters are going to have their hands full. And I think ultimately Mike Brown would like to match Steph Curry. But then it comes down to, okay, if you guys are a draw with Steph Curry in the game, which is great for the Kings, I think the Kings have a better bench, but that bench needs to step up. And, oh, by the way, it's Malik Monk time.
Right.
This is a Malik Monk game.
Let's go.
I would like Malik Monk to have at least 38 points.
Then my random stat would be right.
We will watch Malik Monk break 40, beat the Warriors and the Dynasty, and we will rename the Golden One Center to the Golden One Monastery because Malik Monk lives there.
Maybe the new and improved Kings team storage, the K is for like the end of month.
Yes,
put the MON in
purple.
Yes,
I could go if it's a gold K, as long as the MON is purple.
Okay.
Yeah.
K.
Crosstalk coming up next. Celebrity birthdays as well. Alan Stiles and Chris Watkins join us to round out the program. What?
I know them.
I know them too.
Yeah.
We'll meet them next. Sactown Sports.
It's that time of year again. Sactown Sports is welcoming Santa back to town for the 40th annual Santa Parade, Saturday, December 9th in downtown Sacramento. Grab the family and join us as we celebrate Santa's arrival with marching bands, superheroes, cheer squads, and more. Parade starts at 10 a.m. at 14th and N.
We'll see you Saturday, December 9th in downtown for the Santa Parade with Shriners Children's Northern California, California National Guard, and Attic Man Heating and Air Conditioning. Get more information at SactownSports.com.
Hello, saver. Whether you're saving for that trip to the tropics or saving for an emergency, now is the time to take advantage of Wells Fargo's savings options. Wells Fargo offers savings accounts that can help you save towards your goals. So, what are you saving for? Visit a Wells Fargo branch or wellsfargo.com/save to open a savings account today.
Wells Fargo Bank, N.A., member FDIC.
I'm Craig Ashton of the injury law firm of Ashton & Price. Whether you've been injured on a bicycle, as a pedestrian in a slip and fall, auto, Uber, Lyft, or big rig accident, you need Ashton & Price in your corner. When you call Ashton & Price, there's no chatbot telling you to hit 3 for accounting. You're greeted by a real live person who will immediately transfer you to an experienced attorney. The consultation's free, and there's never a fee until you win.
Remember, for the best advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
For the ones who get it done, the most important part is the one you need now. And the best partner is the one who can deliver. That's why millions of maintenance and repair pros trust Grainger, because we have professional-grade supplies for every industry, even hard-to-find products. And we have same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders. But most importantly, we have an unwavering commitment to help keep you up and running. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Yep, 'tis the season. Hi, if you're like me, you take pride in your gift giving. Well, I've got a terrific idea for you. Gift cards from the Good Feet store. Okay, so arch supports aren't exactly what they've been hinting for, but you know they'd love them. And with the Good Feet lifetime warranty, it's a gift they'll enjoy forever. Buy a Good Feet gift card now, and Good Feet will boost its value 20%. That's a 20% gift free from the Good Feet store. If you have someone on your list who's on their feet all day, has sore feet, knee, hip, or back pain, or even plantar fasciitis, maybe needs an energy boost, or just wants to maintain their active lifestyle, a Good Feet Arch Support gift card could be the perfect gift.
The Good Feet store in Sacramento, Roseville, Stockton, Modesto, and Vacaville. Online at goodfeet.com.
It's time for the news of the day.
The latest headlines, the biggest stories, hard-hitting analysis.
Yeah, this is none of those things. And now, here's Carmichael Dave and Jason Ross.
Yeah, game day. It is game day. We are nervous. We're excited. We're anxious. We're feeling all the feels, and more than anyone, it's got to be a tug of war for our guy Alan Stiles.
This is part 3. I'm used to
You're good with it now?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good with it.
Do you
now.
be wearing like a purple shirt with yellow undies? What's going on here?
Split jerseys.
I would be. We're in the building.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be right there with Kings Media, hoping for a beam.
Yeah,
That's
hoping
where
for
we're
a
at.
beam. Okay.
Still haven't had a Warriors beam yet, or a Kings beam. Sorry. A beam against the Warriors. I mean a Warriors beam. I call it no. I call it a Monday beam, a Warriors beam. I meant a beam against the Warriors.
I got you. All right. Well, we're off to a good start. I'll ask you both the same question as Jason. It's your typical sports talk question. Alan, the Warriors win tonight if. Your key thing they need to do.
If Klay Thompson finds the bottom of the basket again, that I know you played that clip.
Yeah, do you think he's going to be able to shoot well tonight through the tears?
You know what? And we'll get into it. We'll get into it during our show. Here's the problem with this rivalry that a lot of people think is or isn't a rivalry. The Warriors, this is actually good for the Warriors because they love to use the Kings as a palate cleanser or a measuring stick. Yes. Okay, we can hit the reset button if we beat the Kings.
Right.
That's what I'm afraid of. Yep. You know what I mean? That's what it is. Okay, cool. We beat the Kings and we get back on a roll. That's what I'm worried about because they've been playing bad.
They have been. Well, we used to call this the House of Robitussin because this is where you get better is by playing the Kings. We don't.
Wow.
I don't think we really.
That's dark.
Yeah, it is dark. I mean, but it is true. Not anymore, hopefully, but we'll find out tonight. It's real simple, Chris. Either the Kings are ready to play in prime time, or they're one of those cute, fun teams that is good, and then when they get to the bright lights, they wilt.
Not built like that.
Not built like that.
Between. Nothing in between.
Nothing in between. There's that. They either are. They're only one of two things. They're either championship contenders or they're a cute little fun team that likes to pass. That's it.
Yep.
It was okay.
It's okay. The Kings win tonight if.
Kings win tonight. If Steph Curry doesn't score 50, that's first and foremost. That's usually a good place to start. Yeah. Really, I mean, I do think it's more about controlling the Warriors and just not letting them, like Alan said, not letting them start to feel themselves. I mean, there's this stat that's been there's this stat that's been going around where the Warriors have barely had people score somebody non-Steph Curry score over 20
points
and
twice.
It's happened twice. Dario Saric I think is one of them. So don't let Andrew Wiggins get going. He's had a slow start to the year.
Just saying.
Don't let Klay Thompson get going, and definitely don't let Draymond Green get going.
No.
Maybe let him get going. Maybe let him get 2 technicals and get kicked out.
Yeah. Dave, I want to ask you this question because we tried to ask it yesterday in the crosstalk with Draper and Henry Turner, and I don't know if I said it well enough.
Okay.
Basically, when I was in the Bay and at Oracle, right?
Yeah.
There would be times where the Warriors want to get Oracle jumping so bad, it starts rolling, and here comes a ridiculous heat check that didn't need to happen. Yeah. 3 heat checks in a row, and now you took 3 bad shots, and the other team caught back up.
Sure.
Is there any worry? I know as much as Golden One prides itself on rocking and rolling, is there ever any worry that the Kings almost conversely feel that pressure versus a Warrior team that's just, we're playing with house money, we want to silence them? Sometimes I think about that because the city is on, we're carrying the city, everybody's rocking, and Herter takes a 3 that you probably didn't have to, or even De'Aaron takes a 3, and now Chris is going like this next to me in the media section.
Here's the secret about Kings fans at Golden One Center that I can't even get away. I'm going to get killed for saying this, but I'm right. There's 2 weaknesses that they have. Number one, if the Warriors jump out to like a 26-12 lead tonight, that place is going to be a mouse. It's going to be dead. It will die.
and they're going to need to rev it back up. But because Kings fans as a whole are a lot like me in the sense that we're all psycho and we expect failure, if they come out and they build a lead, the Warriors do, you're going to hear announcers saying it is a library in here. And Scott Freshow will try to do the Enter Sandman and whatever. They'll all do their best. So that's number one. Number two, you want to go on a run, you do it at the start of the third quarter because there's going to be about 5 people in the lower bowl because they're all hanging out in the Lexus Lounge. Those are the 2 weaknesses right out of the third quarter because everybody's in the lounge and you'll see it. The whole lower bowl damn near. The first 4 or 5 rows are empty.
Except for Vivek.
And get a big lead.
He's locked in.
He's
gamer,
always
dude.
there.
He is
always
locked
there
in.
immediately.
You know why, though? You know part of the reason? He has his own lounge. He literally has his own lounge of like 12
But he's
people.
not on his phone. He's
watching. He's
in.
not taking selfies. He's not eating popcorn.
Watching
like others, brownies.
Like others, brownies. Hey, guys, today's National French Toast Day. It's the only thing worth anything. French toast, pancake, waffle, rank them.
A pancake 1.
That's tough.
I would say French toast 2, waffle 3.
French toast over waffle. Okay. Do you
I
agree?
might say at its best, waffles 1, French toast 2.
See, I was assuming all at their best.
Oh, like everyone's bringing their
pancake
A
at
game.
its best?
Yeah, what is a pancake at its best?
I mean,
feel like
it's
you
nice
really
and
can't.
fluffy, and it's cakey. It's nice.
Maybe
waffle
like a
1,
filled
French
pancake?
toast 2, pancake 3.
Pig in a blanket?
I agree with Watkins.
Yeah.
I go waffle, pancake, French toast.
That's ridiculous.
And that is the
Just
worst thing I've
crazy
ever.
talk.
What are you
I'm
doing?
just an
We're
idiot.
going to lose tonight.
That was
absolutely insane.
Do you know you're on air right now?
Yeah.
Waffle, it's too crispy. It's too soggy.
Now you're waffle.
Wow.
Yeah.
Celebrity Birthday is brought to you by Crumble Cookies.
Cookies number 1.
Cookies are meant to be spent with family and friends. Nope. Birthdays are meant to be spent with family and friends. And one day I'll get the read right. Nobody knows that better than Crumble Cookies.
You were talking about Kings fans' weaknesses.
Yeah.
Number 3 would definitely be crumble cookies.
100%.
The second those 2 free throws are missed, that's the loudest the arena gets all night.
You know what?
I'm not joking.
Can I officially change my random stat? Because it was lame. It was like, what was it? De'Aaron Fox will bust 40 or something?
No, you said Lyles and Green would
No,
with that.
well, in the future, I'm going to start. I need to do more. Crumble Cookies will be one. I'll do that next game. That's my.
With Russell Westbrook on the floor.
That's
that
a
happens
great. Oh my
3
god!
times.
Yeah, right. We'll just get a 12-pack of Crumble Cookies. Who got older today?
We're gonna say happy birthday today to John
Lithgow.
Denver.
Lithgow.
Fisher.
Sorry. Wow.
Adams. Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
John
Larry
Stewart. How old is John Stewart today?
John Stewart is 50. No, last year was his 57th. We went to the Bay Area.
We went to the party.
Yeah, it was at the Fairmont. He's 58.
Yeah, good memory.
Yeah, you're close, but it's 55.
Okay.
I'll say 60.
I'm going to say 62.
We have a tie. 61.
Wow.
Chris and Chris tie. They actually went to the party.
Yeah.
You did. I was too hammered.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Andrew.
Dice Clay.
Wiggins.
That's a good one. Garfield.
You took it.
True luck? No. Andrew Bogut.
Oh.
G'day.
NBA champion.
Yeah.
What do you say?
G'day.
G'day. That's what you say when a batter lays off a pitch.
They say don't meet your heroes. Don't go on Andrew Bogut's Twitter.
No.
Don't do it.
Oh, is he
Aubrey
like?
Huff.
Is he
Don't
like?
do it.
Is he
Not that bad.
Okay.
No,
Not that
not
bad.
Kurt Schilling.
Wait,
Aubrey Huff.
he's a hero?
He's
To some.
Okay.
Andrew Bogut, former number 1 pick in the draft.
Good call.
Thank you very much. He is 39.
It's a good one.
Thank you.
But he's 40.
Oh, way off.
4-0,
Yeah.
I'm going to say
the Allen Styles special. No, he's 1 year older.
Bogey is 44.
That's not calling Bogut.
He's 38.
We have a correct answer, and it belongs to Carmichael Dave.
That's
39.
right. Andrew Bogut. That's my guy.
You are.
He
That's
left
your
us
friend. You follow him on Twitter.
And
I
I
do.
just saw his Twitter. He's not your guy.
No, he is not. I hate Andrew Bogut. He's
Happy
dumb.
birthday, Matt.
George.
Holiday.
Ooh. Eberflus.
Matt Williams.
We have a correct answer. Matt Williams.
Hey!
How old
Oh.
is Matt Williams today? Former Giant.
Yeah.
Is he a manager or coaching somewhere?
Arizona?
Matt Williams is 63. Nope, he is not 63. He is 100% not 63.
He's 58.
58, 63.
Yeah, I was thinking like 61, and then you said that's definitely not it. So I'm afraid. I'm going to say 61 still.
He's getting his Medicare card today. 65.
Alan for the win. He's 58.
Yeah.
Wow.
Really?
I went way too old.
All right. Happy birthday.
He looks awful for his age.
He does.
Kind of does.
Let's see if you can get this one. Happy birthday, Leandro
Barbosa.
Da Vinci. Damn it.
How old is Leandro Barbosa today?
Oh, Barb is
Former Warrior, current
Barbie.
King.
That's right.
Barbie's 41.
You know, before my Achilles, a lot of people said I played basketball like Barbosa.
A lot of people did.
Yeah, not at
No,
all.
since the Achilles, they say
Yeah,
in,
what do
our
they say now?
in our co-ed league.
Not at all anymore.
Let's go with, you said 42?
I did.
No, you
41.
said 41.
41? Oh, my goodness. 43.
Yeah,
Oh,
way
wow.
off. Crazy talk.
Quit
man.
your job.
46. That's too old.
40.
We have a correct answer, and it's Carmichael
Oh,
Dave. 41.
Leandro Barbosa, that's
Wow.
my guy.
Let's see.
Remember
What
hanging
I
out
think
with
you're
him.
good there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We check
You
his
want in
Twitter.
there?
I want to, but that wouldn't be fair.
This one will be interesting. Happy birthday, Barry.
Bonds.
Sanders.
Sanders.
Oh, wait, hold on. Obama. I just want to see the text line later.
Barry Gordy Jr., founder of Motown.
Wow. He's our guy.
Barry Gordy Jr. Barry Gordy Jr. founded Motown, or
Didn't
Barry
he?
Gordy did?
I believe it's Barry Gordy
Well,
Jr.
because isn't Barry Gordy's son Rockwell?
Oh, boy.
No, I'm serious.
I think you're right.
And so I'm wondering if that's Barry Gordy or you're talking about Rockwell right now.
No, I'm not
Okay,
talking
you're
about
ta-
Rockwell.
okay, then-
for clarity.
I got you. So he's like, remember that song? Sometimes I feel like somebody's watching me.
I always feel like.
I always feel that sometimes. That's Barry Gordy, one of the Barry Gordys. He's 80.
That's one of the Barrys.
84.
Yeah, he's got to be up there. 86.
89.
Pretty awesome. He's still the founder
Yeah.
of Motown
Yeah.
Records is still with us. That's awesome.
He stole from a lot of people. 83.
What were our guesses again? 83,
Don't meet your
I think it's
Do not beat
I said
your
89.
89. You were the winner, Chris. 94.
Wow.
Oh,
I said
wow.
84.
Yeah, you did.
I got
You were
one of
10
the
years
digits.
off.
I love Chris. It's like, and happy birthday to Sister Mary Louise Teresa. And everyone's like guessing, and then Nick was like, remember when she committed those 12 felonies? You're like, I'm just guessing her age. What's coming up on the show today?
John Dickinson, 1 p.m. Our
JD.
Truck Smart drive of the game at 1:15.
Yeah.
Kings Talk, and yes, Clay Thompson, the tears, we drink them.
I want to end with a question. I know you're newish to the area, but you have embraced it, Alan.
Mhm.
If the Kings win tonight,
Yeah.
will you have a smile on your face?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. We were in the King store this past weekend. We were trying to find the onesie.
Yeah.
They don't have baby stuff in the King store.
Okay, conversely, if the Kings lose tonight, because it's easier to be happy, would you have a frown on your face?
Yes, I've been in Sacramento areas ticked off. The last Warrior game I was ticked off.
Yep. Well, then, if that's the case, you would look exactly like the dog poops in my backyard right before we switched to Supreme Source Super Premium Dog Food. Yeah, that's right. Don't have those frowny piles of poo in your backyard. Don't do it. Get the antioxidants. Get the, what? You got something to say? Huh? You got the antioxidants. You got the seaweed. You know, all the stuff they like. You know, my